Holy fuck, UK. They're quick today.
How you doing, fella?
Not too bad, you?
Oh, yeah, it's a bit of a lazy day today. Wanted to do loads of fucking things, but got about 5% of what I wanted to do, but I just can't be asked. You know those. It can wait till tomorrow. It's always tomorrow.
Yep.
Claire's gone to work. Done at that posh wedding I told you about.
Yeah.
I'm feeling quite happy because I said to her, "What's the food like there?" She goes, "Oh, they've got loads of lamb, loads." I thought, yes, just like the last one. Really expensive foods, expensive meats.
Did you ask her about being able to freeze it?
Oh no, no, I haven't actually.
But you can. Take it from me.
Yeah, I know.
Once it's cooked, you can refreeze it after that. Once. I would only freeze it once after it's been cooked.
How's your day been?
Oh, not too bad. Rained here this morning. It's been cool. It rained last night a bit too.
No rain here today. Just being mediocre. I think it's about 20 something. Hang on, let's have a look.
Wow.
Let's have a look. It's 22 at the moment, and that's at 8 o'clock in the evening. It was quite warm today, actually. Yeah. Yeah, the rest of the weather's around the 22, 25 mark for the rest of the week. It's been pleasant.
15 here right now.
And you're in the afternoon, early afternoon. No, about 4, no, 2, 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
That should be getting, it's warmer in the UK than what it is for you over there.
Yeah. That's okay.
It's all been really good today, but although Daisy about an hour and a half ago slapped Pasha quite viciously on her back for well, I don't think there's any reason. And I chased Daisy upstairs. Right, Daisy, come here. She's legged it and she ain't come back down since. But apart from that, it's been a real peaceful day again. Quite quiet. She's been quite good. That's the only thing that she's done to let herself down today. But apart from that, it's been a nice calm down. My wife won't be back until about 12:30 in the morning. And then she's got another venue to go to tomorrow down in a place called, like I said yesterday, Portsmouth. It's about 85, 90 miles from here. A private music festival. So, yeah. It's been calm. It's been okay. Harley's apparently coming back tomorrow with his girlfriend, so things might change.
He's coming back to live?
No. Like he went like yesterday. I let him go ice skating, spend some time with his mates and stuff to try and reignite and sever that umbilical cord he's got with his girlfriend. And he's supposed to do loads of jobs today. And I bought a new lawnmower yesterday as well, an electric one. And and then suddenly he up sticks today and went back to Newbury. So he stitched me up a little bit, to be honest.
Well, Claire told you he was going to be doing that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Okay, have a little bit of faith. But yeah, little fucker. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Oh, hang on a minute. Hello, Pash. Guess what?
Hello, Mommy.
Hi, Pasha.
All right, all right. 1 second, Myron. So I've got to put something in the oven for her. Hang on.
Yeah.
Don't you put the camera on when I'm gone. She's got no top on. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness me. Don't you put the camera on.
Gotta be Paloma. So how's your day been, Paloma? I said, how's your day been? Did you
Really
eat?
good.
Ah,
How's
you
your
ate?
day been?
What's that?
How's your day been?
Oh, not too bad so far. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon here.
Oh. So
And it's 8 o'clock at night where you are.
Daddy good, daddy nice. Hello, chicken nugget. Hello, chicken nugget.
Yes, right. So what's the time
Is it
now?
done?
I've got to go. No, I've just put it in the oven. So I've got to give it till I think 20 past 8 in UK time. That should be done. So it's some like bacon and cheese lattice thing she wants to eat. We've got lasagna, but she wants to eat that. I don't really care. She's been okay. She's been good. She hoovered up the house. She's only 9, well, downstairs, 9 years of age. She's getting paid handsomely for it, apparently, from my wife.
Hmm.
So in Canada at the moment, right, are you getting all this scaremongering shit about the cost of living and gas and electric and how you can survive the? Are you getting all that kind of stuff over there? Is it that propaganda
Yeah.
stuff?
Our provincial government is paying everybody a big fucking rebate.
Yeah.
My electric bill for last month was $250. They put in the rebate, $175.
So how much did your electric before this bollocks over the past year? How much did you normally pay, Myron?
Well, it's around 175, maybe in the summertime, maybe 100.
Winter?
It was up around 250.
So it hasn't. Oh, so it's 250 now in the winter.
It went up that one cold month last winter. It went way up.
About
was-
$70.
It was $350 for 1 month last winter.
Oh, right. So that's $100 more. Well, oh, you saying 350 in the summertime?
No, it was 250 here and 250 this summer.
And last summer probably about 150 then.
Yeah, somewhere. Well, maybe 250 last year too.
That's not a massive increase between your summer and winter.
Well, yeah, because
I mean, no, what I mean is, you know what I'm saying, do you? Because normally winter's massive. More.
yeah, but I turn off the 4 fans from the summertime and turn on the furnace, which is 1 fan.
Yeah, but you're using gas. Well, you got natural. You got gas
Yeah.
or
Yeah, natural gas.
so you including that cost of living with the gas, with the electric combined.
Yeah. And they're giving us a rebate on natural gas, I heard. And they're giving us a rebate at the pumps too.
Yeah, but who's paying that?
Well, we are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what they're doing here. They're trying to say that doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. They're giving people rebates. Think, oh, that's okay then. Temporary fix, but you've got to pay it back.
Well,
Is that
hey,
what it is?
hey, I don't work. I don't got any money. I don't have to pay it back.
But you do though. You do
I
though,
don't.
Myron.
I don't. I don't have any fucking money, so how would I pay it back?
when you go shopping, when you go and get your gas for your tank on your car, one way or another, they
yeah, they still fuck you with
exactly.
GST and
What's GST stand for?
goods and services tax.
Okay, yeah, VAT we might call that in England.
Uh,
Tax.
and that one's federal. And certain provinces like BC have a provincial sales tax too. So BC is paying about 10% sales tax, where we only pay 5%.
And I was watching a couple of streams earlier on. I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I should tell you. I'm just thinking about what I saw earlier on. There's people going from America now to go and live in Mexico. Americans, because it's so much cheaper. This guy was saying it's costing him $2,500 a month for this shitty little studio flat. You know, that's like a bedroom, kitchen, and living room all in one room. And he's gone to Mexico and it's only costing him like $700. So you got all the immigrants from the Mexican coming in, pouring in through the border, but the Americans are fucking starting to pour back over the border to Mexico to live.
I know one guy that moved down there 4 years ago, maybe, from the States because the government was persecuting him. And there's an asshole from this town that lives in Mexico. He went down there and married a good woman from down there.
It's great. Just see the madness of it all. But do you think, I mean, I must admit, I've been watching a few tubes today and what's going on and reading up on the papers. I don't know if it's that scaremongering tactic because, you know, like with the Kool-Aid, when they, you know, scared us and made us stay at home and made us fearful of everything, you know, be compliant. Is that what's going? It must be that what that is going on now. I just, you know, because why isn't the government doing anything about it? Well, you know, France has done something, motherfuckers. You know, 4% cap, can't get, but we 4%, right? So all they've got in France is they cannot go legally anything more than 4% on the electrics and, you know, gas,
Yeah.
and 3% in rent. But in England, at the moment, we've gone over 800%. 800% in the past several months.
Yeah, well, we don't have that here. Some
Exactly.
prices on some things have went up in the grocery stores, but not on all things.
Yeah. So I don't know whether to panic or, well, not. I wouldn't panic anyway. I sit and when something doesn't sit right with me, I sit and wait. And I do a little bit looking around and sniffing around because there's a reason why that is. When something don't sit right with you, use your gut instinct. And like I said, it's just it's got to be scaremongering for a reason. That control thing.
Oh, there is, because there's now a fucking tomato flu or something like that. Fucking released in China.
That's a new one on me.
And what it does is and it's only on small kids. It's not lethal, but it just brings out bright red. What would you call it? They swell up.
Blotches.
It swells up a lot though too, like gets round ball like a tomato.
so tomato or tomato flu.
Yeah,
Not heard that one yet.
It's not harmful or anything, so why the fuck are they even worrying about it?
What's it originate from, Myron? Do you know?
Not really, no.
Well,
It's been around for a long time, but now they're just telling everybody about it.
Well, it's not reached over here yet.
No, it's
The
still
news.
yeah. Well, I picked it up off the internet. It wasn't something on regular news. Although you would think it would, because I like to fucking scare everybody with everything.
I mean, I'm surrounded by loads of forests and woodland, and our house used to have it's still got the chimney, but you know how some people block it all up, and the fireplace, but it's there. So I'm thinking about getting that reenacted and getting a what do you call it, a wood burner to heat the house. I'd have to open the hole and have it rebuilt, but and then go. The trouble is, wood burners aren't exactly cheap, but in the long run, that would heat the whole of the house. I'd like to be able to put a back boiler on it as well, so it can heat with water.
How much? You should check out how much the price of wood has went up first.
Like I just said, I'm surrounded by a forest.
Yeah, but if you get caught cutting it all down without a permit.
Yeah. I'd only take down dead stuff. And I know loads of people that got a good amount of land. And I'll trade some favours for letting me take their dead wood and other bits and pieces.
Oh, wow. You're cleaning up their land right there. That's a favor.
Yeah. Yeah, but the trouble is, there'll be other people out there maybe looking for that as well, like I am.
True.
So I've got to sweeten the deal. It's like, cooking oil. Like you get these fast food chains like McDonald's or somewhere else like does fish and chips and cooking oil. People are fighting over the second-hand cooking oil. There's places in England massively being broken into for their old cooking oil. Now the thing is, right? There's a government thing or some kind of companies that come around and collect these like 20-litre containers of second-hand oil, and they pay them something like £1.50, £1.20 a container, and now it's getting quite a lethal, ruthless business. Where these Romanians and stuff that are coming over to England, they're traveling around the country to steal it. But I mean, bold as brass, in daylight, just walking in with something in their hand, so if anybody confronts them, to steal this fucking oil. It's it's really ridiculous. Really ridiculous. Hey, Josh?
My old boss put in an oil burner in his fucking shop. He built in a new shop. He put in another oil burner in it. And it burns used oil.
Yeah, I know what car oil as well.
And he's got fucking tanks of it. It's car oil is what it is, out of cars and trucks, yeah.
I've seen them. I've repaired a couple for somebody, and it does a drip. It does a slow drip oil. It's a drip feed, and they're really good. They're really good bits of kit, because when you think about the environment stuff as well, it's instead of being put in some whatever, it's being put to good use. It works really well.
Yeah, but do you know that back before the cars got fancy, if you were running 1030 oil in your car and you saved all the oil in a 45-gallon drum, it would clear off and you can reuse it.
Oh, you mean it drops down?
The solids drop, It clears off and you can reuse the oil over and over.
Same thing, Myron, is when, like we've all done it, except for you, obviously, where we got into the gas station and you got a diesel or a petrol car and you put the wrong one in, back in the day.
Yeah.
What people don't realise is, they pay all this money for a company to come out onto the forecourt and drain it all and charge you for doing it. If you just siphon it out yourself, if you leave, I filled the tank up once. It's my mistake. I did it years ago. I put petrol into a diesel car, but I didn't drive it. and I realised at the pump, oh fuck. So what we did is I just pushed it over. I went and got somebody to come pick me up, got a few containers, and I siphoned it all out by my mouth. Lovely taste. And if you leave it for a few days, it separates. The heavy oil, which is diesel, separates from the petrol. So you can still use it.
Yeah. Well, if you're putting a little bit of diesel can go in a gas engine and no problem. You know, pint maybe or
It's the other way around. It's the other way around. But petrol, I think,
No, it's not the other way around.
no, if you put diesel and petrol in a diesel car, you can fuck it.
Yeah. If you put gas in diesel, it fucks it. But you can put diesel in a gas car.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I said, and you told me I was wrong. And
No, I wasn't saying you're wrong, but I said
were,
in the other way round.
you weren't fucking paying attention to what I was saying.
No, I agreed with you. And I said, but if you do it the other way round, you'll fuck the car. I.e., you put gas in a diesel car. I'm agreeing with you. 100%.
And for all you guys out there that don't know why it does, it's because diesel has a lot more oil in it than gas.
Yeah.
So
Go on.
it will help. Actually, my stepdad used to put a cup of diesel into every gas tank.
Really?
Yeah.
And what was the benefits of that, Myron?
Well, you got a little bit more oiliness to it.
Lubrication.
Yeah, it's the diesel is way more oilier than gas. So
Yeah, it's going to be oil.
yeah, it's just lubrication.
I've never known anyone to do that, but yeah, wow.
Yeah, but he was a farmer. It's not like he lived in the city because it's pretty hard to get a cup of diesel at any time.
Yeah, but farmers, they get, I don't know if it's the same for you over there, but they have a thing called red diesel, red fuel.
We got colored fuel over here too.
That's only meant for farm, and it's massively reduced in cost.
The difference between house fuel and farm fuel, like diesel fuel that you can use in your house.
Yep. It's tax.
Is the color.
Yeah, tax.
Yeah,
tax. That's all it is. The color. Yeah, they put the color in there so that if you take, if you're using a normal residential kind of vehicle, and they can pull you over, they could do a dip test in the tank.
Yeah.
They can check the fuel.
Yeah, well, they used to do it on fucking gas vehicles too, because I used to run fucking colored gas. Because you can get colored gas or colored fuel over here.
2 seconds, I've got to check her pie. Hang on a minute.
So what's time, Julie?
5 minutes on that, I think. What's the time? Right, so 8:30. I'll go and check it. Hey, Juju. What have you had to eat today, Myron? Anything? Except for your you're eating chilies in the morning still. Was it chili beef or something you have in it?
Chili con carne, but no. Morning I had beans with a bun. And for lunch I had chicken noodle soup with a couple of buns. Oh, that's good, Judy.
NTB, what's that? Not
too bad.
Oh, not too bad. It's hard to keep up with these youngsters with their abbreviated texts.
Well, it's the first time I've ever seen that one, but picked up on it right away.
All right.
Youngsters. Fuck, you're a youngster yourself.
I don't feel it sometimes. We don't. Oh, I'll tell you what. See, I didn't eat the rest of my kebab last night. I might have it. I don't know if I'll have it tonight or not. Because she came home with these things. Do you get Domino's pizzas where you are?
I've heard of them.
They're fucking vile. But so Domino's pizzas, I think, is a worldwide thing. And it is so MSG'd and starchy. But when she came home with them and she had about 3 of these pizzas from this venue last night she was at, I thought, I'll give it a go. I knew I'd regret it. And I ate them. I felt so sick afterwards. I only ate about 4 slices. It just, it's something to do with the dough. I don't know what it is.
Fuck.
I know you think it's not, but
It's
that's
not
how it's
ready
supposed to look
yet.
like.
It's
Yes,
not.
it is.
Well, it's
That's how
not.
Mummy
It's
gives
got to be
it
golden
you.
in it.
No,
Yes, it has got to be golden. Or do you need to go wee-wee?
no, I had a wedgie.
Pasha, shush. Right.
3 minutes, Pasha, and it'll be done.
Yeah, it's not. It's look. It's still got like a dark, a light doughiness. It's got
No,
to be.
it hasn't. I
it's
just
gotta be-
looked right now.
Oh, for God's sake! Right, I'm gonna come have a look then. Right, a second. 1 sec.
Oh, sure.
She's in agreement with me. It's one of when the girls were. Daisy's still upstairs hiding. Pasha's on the stairs on a mobile phone or playing some kind of game thing. And I think, where's Paloma? And she's in a toilet, sat having a dump, I think, playing on a mobile phone, playing games. It's all quiet. That's what I'm most concerned about. There's no arguing, no fighting. It's all chilled out. What more can a man ask for? Peace and quiet. Yeah, that's a point. You make a tea bag, last 4 cups. Myron.
5.
5.
Yeah.
I've been to speed things up in the morning. I've been using 2 tea. Well, we run out of our normal tea bags. I've got some PG tips ones, catering ones, with a bit of string on it, so I'd rip the string off. And I've been putting 2 in 1 cup of tea. When I say 1 cup, it's like a big, huge mug of tea. That's been hitting the spot for me in the mornings. But surely every time you're waiting for the next cup of tea, if you're using up to 5, you've got to wait twice as long for it to brew.
Yeah, but I'm only waiting for a cup size, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And then there is such a thing as helping it by force.
Yeah, give it a little squeeze. As long as you don't put any milk in to give it a, what's the word I'm looking for? A membrane.
I don't use milk. I'm an
Oh,
adult.
you don't. I know. Oh, here we go. I knew you'd say that.
I'll be back in a minute. Maybe I'll let you know.
Sorted?
Yeah.
I'm going to pass it. From who? You had a message? Oh, right, hang on a second. I've got to go. Right, hang on a second, mine.
Not a bad imitation. And let me ask you, Julie, did Hippie sing like a professional or well? Did he sing like Meatloaf or did he sing like Bob Dylan? That's what I gotta ask you, Julie. Did Hippie sing like Meatloaf or did he sing like Bob Dylan?
Hello, Myron.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Play Roblox again.
Again?
Yeah.
He's doing that quite a bit.
I've been getting some things. I buy the things on Roblox.
You buy them.
Yeah. You get to change.
No.
You're gonna do something really quick.
Roma? I'll take the chair. Go on. Let's go. You want anything to eat?
Bye, Myron.
Roma, do you want anything? Do you want something to eat? No, obviously not. Is she on about wandering hippie?
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to him for a long time. We're friends and that, but he how do I say this? Back in the day, he did something on a roundabout about Ukraine protests and that, and there's about him and two other people in this roundabout protesting, and I was trying to what's the word shall I use? I don't know if educate's a bit forceful, but tried to educate him. And he was in that moment where he'd been watching too much mainstream media, but I still like him. We're friends and everything, but I would like to have an update from him one day. So, well, remember what we talked about? How do you feel now? But a lot of people got suckered into it. So, I've got no grievance against him. I just know what was going on.
Well, that's a lot of what the problem is with the world. Everybody doesn't want to mind their own fucking business.
Yeah. Oh, there's talking about that. I don't know if I'll have to look at my Facebook in a minute. There's it is funny. Well, there's like a TV commercial about coming to live in Russia and keeping warm. You won't get cold. We've got plenty of food. We've got this and that. It's a propaganda video, but it's fucking proper funny as well at the same time. I don't know. I'll have to have a look for it. Hang on a minute. See if I can find it. Oh, let me have a look. How to come live in Russia. Watch the video. Oh, we go. Oh, it's a commercial actually. Let's have a look. Time to move to Russia. Let me just check to see if this is the one. It came out 3 weeks ago. Oh, there's there's that one there. Oh, there's another. Is that the same one? Hang on a second. Let me just put the audio off so I can have a look. It's funny as fuck. I mean, you got a sense of humour, the Russians. They really have. Let me just click on that one and then mute it.
This is Russia. Don't.
What, is that the same one there? All right, and then we click on that one. There's two different ones. Oh, that's the same one. Right, so if I go like that, so on 720. If I go back one, if I go to, right, so that's a different one. Okay, right. So I'm going to go back to that one. And if I, so I've got to remember how to do all this. Go back. What's going on here? Fuckers. Oh, forward. Right. Do you want to watch this? It's a commercial on YouTube. So if I go pause that one, and then we'll go to this one, share screen. Share screen and go that one, and then we'll go to application window. And what's it? Give me a second. What was it called? No, that's not that one. Close that one down. There we go. Time to move. You have to bear with me. Right, so I pause that there. Okay, right, so time to move to Russia. So I'll go back to that there. Shit, opens Opera tab. Oh, there we go. I always forget this. All right. There we go. Right, so I got it lined up. If you want to watch it. It's funny. Even Mr. McCracken!
Won't get me struck.
No, it's on YouTube. Right,
Well,
so
it doesn't matter whether it's on YouTube or not. Things that are on YouTube are not just.
it's from Euronews. So it's just a news station on YouTube. It's shared by many people. So
Well, then let her rip.
okay, ready?
This is Russia. Delicious cuisine. Beautiful women. Cheap gas. Rich history. World famous literature. Unique architecture. Fertile soil. Cheap electricity and water. Ballet. Cheap taxi and delivery. Traditional values. Christianity. No cancel culture. Hospitality. Vodka. Economy that can withstand thousands of sanctions. Time to move to Russia. Don't delay. Winter is coming.
Did that tickle you?
Oh,
I like that. I don't know why. I thought it was quite funny. Have I muted myself? No. Hear me, Mike? Oh,
yeah.
Mike, there we go. And that's been going around for about 3 or 4 months.
Huh.
Good video though. Tempted.
Well, my uncle went over there in 73, I think it was.
You've been to Russia?
I said my uncle
Oh, right. That's okay. Yeah.
in 73, and he didn't like it back then, and I don't think it's changed that much.
Oh, Myron, it's changed massively since then.
You think so?
Yeah.
He ordered a fucking. He thought he was gonna get some kubasa and a bun with some fucking. What the fuck is it?
Hottie.
Some cabbage. Some
Oh.
cooked cabbage. Well,
Yeah.
he got the bun and the cooked cabbage, never got any fucking meat at all in the bun.
Was that a metaphor?
No. That was the way they fed people back over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, that's what people's interpretations of Russia as it is today. It's more of a European country, like going to Italy or Spain. You know, and they've got a good culture there.
And which part of Russia are you talking about? Because Russia's awfully big. I would say they're the second biggest country in the world after Canada.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So when you're talking about Russia, how do you make general statements on the whole country? Just like people that make general statements on Canada, there's only a few you can make that are absolutely.
Because I've seen since all of this has happened back in February, I've like I said, if something don't sit right with me, I have to look around and that. And I watch a lot of bloggers on YouTube and stuff like that. Just people like me and you know, going around showing what their life's like. You know, they go down the shops or they go to the school, go to the park. I mean, I watched one today. This couple reminded me so much. It's quite sad actually. It kind of reminded me and Claire, my wife, when we first got together and we had our first baby, like a little girl. And what they're going through now just took me back to my life 23 years ago when we had our first kid. And exactly the same, you know, just normal people going out, eating at restaurants, doing this, going to the beach. Like today, they've gone down to the seaside, staying in some accommodation. And the first one was shit, and there's a dog. And then they went out and found somewhere else. It's just normal people. You know, they show how they go out of shops and how things have been increased in something. The only thing that, you know, we're sanctioned.
Tell me where there isn't normal people.
Exactly. Well, there's some place I could think of.
No, you got.
Yeah, your fucking parliament.
Well, how about your parliament?
Yes, yeah, as well. And the White House. No, I'm not picking on the Canadians or anything like that, Mike. I'm just saying, you know, they're the places where there's not normal people. But, you know, these people just like us, want a roof over their heads, you know, some food in their belly, you know, something to show for their hours that they put their life on, you know, working and everything. You know, but over there, you know, all these sanctions have not hurt them at all. If anything, it strengthened them, and they found alternative ways and made it cheaper for themselves. They're doing well. I mean, look at their ruble. You know, when it dropped so much when the sanctions first came out, and now I'm fucking kicking myself because I had a few people say to me, look, buy fucking rubles, buy rubles. I was thinking, shall I? But I wasn't really rich to do that. And wow, better than Bitcoin. I would have been so profitable and rich right now. I'd have made so much money if I'd done that as I was told to do. But it is what it is. I've done what I've done, and I've missed out. But yeah, it's just the enforcer. Okay, let's have a look. Bald and bankrupt. Yes, Mr. McCracken. He is. This guy called Bald and Bankrupt just travels across all over Europe, not just Russia. It'd be Yugoslavia and Poland, and he's just like a guy like me and you, Myron. Well, more freedom than us. He's got no kids and he ain't got no illnesses. He's a lovely guy. If you ever get a chance to have a look. And he just randomly, you know, he'd jump off a train because as he's traveling through some part of the Europe, you think, this is interesting, or it's a real shithole of a town with nothing there. Let's go and see if we can find something interesting. If you get time, watch Bald and Bankrupt, Myron. You'd enjoy it. There's some really good people out there. That's the kind of people I'm talking about. Then when I watch these, you know, when you ask me how do I judge that Russia is like this and Russia, I just watch YouTubers that are just honest, down-to-earth people like us. Like I said, just want to enjoy life. Over to you before you fall asleep. Lose a will to live.
So what does the enforcer do?
I don't know. I'm gonna have a look. It sounds brutal. That was the equalizer, wasn't it? Let's have a look. The enforcer. Oh, you got the enforcer Ukraine or the enforcer channel. Which one would it be? The enforcer is Clint Eastwood, and then we scroll down. So look, you're gonna have to be. Where are the modern Russian tanks?
It's the YouTube channel.
Yeah, no. When you type it on YouTube, there's like several enforcers that come up. So hang on a minute. So Josh, you're a moderator. Put a link on, please.
How many enforcer channels are there?
Quite a few.
A movie, The Enforcer, is not a channel.
No, I'm just saying. When I type in the enforcer on YouTube, the first thing that comes up is like the enforcer. But then there's loads of other ones as well. I'm subscribed to one of them, and he's got a gas mask on, like a 1930s, 1940s World War One.
They can't all have the same name.
I think. Well, you got the enforcer Ukraine, the enforcer this, so I've got a feeling.
He's got Jesus has got you a link.
Okay, hang on, let's have a look. I wonder if it's the same one. Hang on a second. Let me just open up the thing, open up another thing. Fuck me, how many pages I've got open? Right. So click on there, go paste, and go enter.
We don't really care what you do, and you don't have to tell us.
Hang on a second. No, that's not the one.
Oh, you hang on a second.
That's Vagrant Holiday. Hang on a second. Let's just do that again. Vagrant Holiday in Europe. He's winding me up, isn't he?
He said it's a great channel.
Well, right. The one he sent me a link to is Vagrant Holiday. Oh yeah, it probably would be actually. Hang on a minute. Vagrant Pass. Yeah. Let's click on that. That's good. I'll have to watch that later. It looks like about the all the immigrants coming here by the looks of it. Yeah, thank you very much. There's only one stream on that though. Let me click on Vagrant Holiday. Oh, we go. Lots of them. There we go. So you're all about Vagrant Holiday, Machete Cut, Third Time's Not the Charm, For a Few Bushes More. Yeah, I think he's on about. That's the right one. Is that the right one, Mr. McCracken? They've only got about 6 videos, but yeah, I'll have a look at it. Travel broadens the mind. Oh yeah, I'll have a look at it. I like to watch. I mean, his tastes are pretty similar to me, Mr. McCracken. If he's mentioned Bald and Bankrupt, I know he's got some taste. Do you watch Kurt Katz? Kurt Katz, K-U-R-T, Katz, K-A-Z-T, I think it is. That's another good one. And Harold as well. What's his name? Harold, the Australian, South African guy. There's another good one. There's some really good YouTubers out there, Myron, that just travel the world. I like watching them when they just go to all these little villages or cities and just try all the food, and they go off the beaten track and see what not what the media want us to see, how things are border, how things really are, how people out there live. It's a shame.
Has no interest for me though.
Yeah, it's just mainstream media trying to give a perception, so we all kind of like divide and conquer. And when you look at what the real word is like, then you understand that it's just like the same. Most of them are just
first off, I don't listen to media.
Yeah, I'm talking about for the general public, not you.
Yeah, well, no.
You see that one there. Copy. Go like that. Go like that. Go paste. Paste. Enter. And this one is the enforced. Yeah, I've got that one. I've already subscribed to that one. But it's a propaganda channel. You know, there's a guy called Graham Phillips. If you want to see what's got Graham Phillips and the New Atlas, those two channels are really good. I mean, Graham Phillips is an English guy, but he's basically been made stateless already for reporting on the truth of what's really his boots on the ground. He's showing people what really is going on over in Ukraine with the Donbass and Luhansk area. So, and he's been doing it for donkey's years, way before this, like for the 2014. So have a look at Graham. I'll put a link. I'll put a link. This guy's great. Graham Phillips. G-R-A. There's so many people out there. There's another one called Earl Grey. It's just, if you look, you'll find. All right, so it's a C. So if you go like that, copy. Sorry, Myron, take over the show with a couple of. We'll do a few links. It's got to be done. Right, this guy here is brilliant. Go to his. What's the other channel? What do they call it? Rumble. Yeah, if you get on Rumble, guys, you'll get a lot more uncensored stuff. And the other guys, what was it? Earl Grey. Let me see if I can find him. Earl Grey on the New Atlas. Whoop. The back one.
Yeah.
That. I'll go like this. This one here. Paste. Just a couple more, Myron. Paste. Where is it? There we are. There. Paste. That one there. And I've got to do one more. Hello, darling. Pardon? Mummy's not going to be back until about 12:30 tonight. Yeah, I know, but she's working. She's going to bring back loads of good food. Hello. It's spelled E-L, isn't it? E-L Grey. I'm spelling it right. Very informative. As I said, just look around, you find the truth. Right, there we go. Paste. There. Paste. There we go. Justin Trudeau. Oh, hang on a minute. That's your mate back again. Hang on a minute. You don't need to check out YouTube for those stupid channels. Justin Trudeau. I'm all the entertainment you need, my people. Oh dear. Oh, I should have tied that. I mean, Alan's okay. Mr. Trudeau, he's not being nasty or you can't curtail free speech like that. It's not bad, is it?
Hey,
Josh.
Whose fucking channel is this? Yours or mine?
Oh, me? No, yours, obviously. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, I'll make the rules here.
All right. No, I know, but he didn't say anything bad.
But who is he?
He's a clown, isn't he?
It's fucking Justin Trudeau, and he's gone.
Oh, yeah, he's on about your channel. He's on about just the channels I've posted about these stupid channels. He's not about you, Myron.
What are you talking about?
What? So, Justin Trudeau, that guy that comes in and that clown, he put a comment. This is what he said. You don't need to check out the YouTube for
I read that.
Okay. I'm all
So?
the entertainment you need, my people. He's a clown. He's a joker.
It's fucking Jesus. Haven't you figured that out yet?
No. No, it's not. Is it? Oh, you little fuckers. You fuckers. Is it really?
Well, I'm not sure, but there's nobody else that has a sense of humor of Jesus but Jesus. And Justin Trudeau has the same wit, the same fucking quick thoughts.
I mean, look at Daisy. Look at how she and Harley. Remember they got us? That's because sarcasm.
Well, they didn't get me
Yeah,
because I know who everybody was in the chat. They got you. They made you. Well, actually, when you come in here, you thought Jesus was who? Harley or Daisy? Just
but
the Meldrew.
It's a Meldrew thing.
And you went on for hours on that. When it's just a word you guys use in the neighborhood.
See, Mr. Mizzou's is seriously insulted, Byron.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I wonder. It's a funny old game. Where's Bear?
Right behind me.
Not on the back of the chair.
No, he's not.
Starting doing a lesson.
I think he's a little cool today because I never closed the windows and it's colder. It's only 20.8 inside. Hey, Darren, how's it going?
Evening, Darren. Or afternoon.
Going to town to get weed?
Oh, that's a point, Myra. I was thinking about you earlier on today. I was thinking if they're putting all these energy bills up for electric and that, how do you grow weed? You need what do they call it? The hydroponics. Is it hydroponics?
I don't know. You know
the fan, the heat, the lights and the fans and all that kind of stuff to grow it in the winter and stuff.
Well, you plug your shit in and pay for your electric bill.
So that would mean that will be going up in price as well, I should imagine, because that uses a lot of energy, doesn't it, to grow weed?
Well, not. Hey, Melvin. I use LED lights, so it doesn't use near as much energy as high pressure sodium.
Oh, that works as well. What, just as good, or?
Yes, I've got 6 LED lights.
And the cost must be massively decreased.
Well, I don't know. I bought them a few years ago.
No, I mean the cost of the energy that a normal bulb would use.
Well, it's about it's about 1/3 or something like that, or less.
I'd have said less. I said about 90% less.
Yeah, but see, every time they bring out something like this, they just jack up the supply rate. I had prime rib in a long fucking time. think since my ribs been hurt so bad, I haven't eaten ribs either. Huh. Because of the COVID, we're allowed to talk about COVID on here. That fucking YouTube cocksuckers finally released their fucking hold on it. Just now we got to get the governments to release their fucking holds on it. Right. It's not like the monkeypox is all that bad. Kids recover from it. Nobody dies from it, I heard. It's just uncomfortable as fuck for a while. The thing is, monkeypox has been around for years. Why all of a sudden is it a problem now? Because the governments are fucking spreading it.
Sorry about that. That's just disappointing news. She's only bringing back a big plate full of lamb. Bastards. Anyway, sorry. So, what's this sound of it? Right, so I don't know if you. I had to mute myself and put the volume down while I spoke to my wife. Canada just banned 10 countries from Africa coming to. Is that a joke? With Trudeau in power?
They have the monkeypox in Africa. I thought it was in China, but it must be in Africa.
Yeah, well, it originates from there originally, apparently, like Ebola. But you know how you catch monkeypox, don't you?
Having sex?
Yeah, with what? A man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
just like the HIV and what other fucking thing.
Well, no, the HIV, Myron,
it
was passed on.
out,
Anyone could get that, couldn't they? They could pass it on. It wasn't
it started out in the gay communities and then it spread.
Yes, yeah.
And monkeypox could be just like that too.
Well, apparently, that's what I'm trying to say. They're saying that, the monkeypox isn't going to be like passed on from like normal heterosexual sex. But that's a mouthful. I said it correctly as well. But it's passed on from like butt nugget exploring. So that's how that passed. Oh, he's back. He has got the same kind of like, I see what you mean, Myron. He's got the same kind of tang, isn't he, and sense of humour.
Yes.
Mr. Trudeau.
And there's nobody else like that.
Yeah. Twisted. That's the first side of madness when you're having conversations with yourself, Mr. Trudeau and Mr. McCracken. Talking to yourself. Oh, God. Mr. McCracken, you'll be starting up your own YouTube channel and soon, co-hosting it with Mr. Trudeau. Trudeau and McCracken. Oh,
Well, if you're gonna do it like that, it would be Justin McCracken or Jesus Trudeau.
Mr. McCracken, I have to give credit where credit is due. Mine was opened my eyes up a bit, and when you two are like two peas in a pod. You are. I think it's sussed you. I know you're gonna denounce it and deny it, but it's pretty much a very similar sense of humour, that dry kind of wit.
There can only be one Jesus.
That's correct.
And it doesn't matter what other names he uses in front of, he's still Jesus the way he talks.
It's quite a very specialist, warped sense of humour. A bit like my own, but it's not me though. It's not me.
Fuck, this morning monster truck drove down the fucking street.
Well, where you are.
Yeah.
What? How big? Well, big motherfucker. With those wheels.
I would have to use a ladder to get into it.
Melvin, good lad. How you doing?
Hey.
How's it going?
All right.
That's really handy because I've got to pop out for about 10 minutes, but I'll be back. And what I'll do is I'll just mute myself. I'll probably take my camera with me as well, little fuckers.
Yeah.
How you keeping, Melvin?
I'm here.
Oh, no, very quietly, though. You're like whispering.
Tired.
Oh. What have you been doing? You got a new girlfriend?
It's been hectic since about Wednesday.
In what respect? Harvesting?
Yeah, that was part of it. Well, you need a whole detail of the last 4 days or something? Or what?
That's better. I've turned my volume down now. Well done. I can hear you now. Well, no, I'm still going to gorge on a bit of lamb, but just not as much as we did last time. Like I said, we were sort of about £80 in English money, not in weight, of lamb last time, and it was delicious. She's managed to get a cup of 2 or 3 bottles of champagne. She snuck those away.
Fuck, I haven't had lamb in years.
You want to move over to Wales? They have it every night. They do a Viagra. You need a pair of wellies as well, though.
No, I don't need any Viagra. I'm good.
So it's a running joke in the United Kingdom that the Welsh shag sheep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bit like Iraq, I suppose.
Or the men and the sheep are scared.
That's right. Myron, well done. I was trying to remember that phrase. Well done. You beat me to it.
Yeah, I'm just not going to be that witty today. Too tired. No, I took my Valiums last night too, so I'm still a little bit relaxed from that, I guess.
How did you get on with those? Because I've got quite a pharmacy of different medication they try me on to when I get bad arthritis and stuff. I got those Tripidons, what are they called? What are they called? I got Valiums. What are they called? A really strong painkiller, not morphine.
I don't know. I just been trying a lot of different type of prescription drugs over the years, and Valiums I feel is the best. It I don't have any really ill effects from it or nothing. Like morphine, for instance, 100 milligrams of morphine, won't allow me to sleep. Like my mind will just keep running and running, or I'll get on the edge of sleep and I'll feel like I'm falling off the bed or something, and I'll jump awake like nope, you know what?
And the next day you can't have a shit. That's the worst thing about morphine.
No, I never had any problems with that. If anything, it helped stiffen up the stool, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can't go. The next day I have to take something called Oromorph.
Yeah, see,
Because I don't take the morphine
So-
anymore.
in my way, it helped.
Yeah. You're
It
not
helps
listening to
you.
what Melvin is saying.
Yeah.
So,
Bizarre though, because most people take more.
so the reason why I didn't continue with morphine is because I couldn't sleep properly and I kept jumping awake and stuff. Get sort of like I feel like I'm falling or something, and I jerk awake.
Yeah, I think morphine is more of like a muscle relaxing. Like,
And,
when I took too much one night, my wife thought I had a stroke. Well, my face, the muscles had dropped.
and then Demerol, I don't know, it makes me
Tramadol, that's the one.
Demerol affects my balance too much.
No, Tramadol.
No, not
He's telling you what he's taking.
Yeah, are they two different
Yeah,
things?
well,
Tramadol.
yeah. Well,
I'm telling you what I took and how it affected me.
What's Tramadol?
Demerol worked for the pain and stuff like that at work, but it threw off my balance, so I felt like I was always falling to one side. So I couldn't take those.
yeah.
So Melvin,
And,
have you heard? You said Tramadol, yeah, with a D.
Demerol.
Demerol.
Yes, with a D. So have you heard of Tramadol with a T?
No.
I just wonder if it's named differently over there. It's like a painkiller, very strong painkiller, and it's supposed to like. I don't
Yeah,
know.
what's it based off? Is it based off opiates or is it based off like cocaine?
Yeah, it's opiates. It's opiates based.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. McCracken's got the spelling correct.
Yeah, it's damn near impossible to get anything opiate based here. The doctors are too scared of it now.
Yeah.
Really? But you can get weed and all those kind of things are legalized.
What?
Yeah.
I don't get it through the doctor.
No,
And
what Tramadol?
thank the guy I don't believe in.
Well, yeah. So if it's opium based and I ask for it, he's probably going to deny me. He's going to say no.
What? Because of the addictiveness to it?
Yes, because of the opium crisis, right? They're all scared of it now. They don't want to prescribe anything opiate based. They don't want to prescribe any kind of narcotic. Just to get the little bit of Valium that I got now, it was like fucking years and years and years. It's been like fucking 10, 15 years. And finally I get something that I know that helps me.
It's the
But
opposite.
but I only get 2 doses. So that's 2 doses per month. So I get to sleep twice a month, basically. I get to have a night's rest twice a month.
It's the opposite in the United Kingdom. They dish it out like Smarties. But if you're
But
trying to go to sleep, there's a sleeping tablet. It's called, I'm going to have to go in and find one. And it's really clean. I've gone through loads of them. You know, like if you take a sleeping tablet, next day you're giddy and you're falling over and you're knocking into as you're walking along. This one is called, it sounds like Opiclone or something like that. Really nice and clean. You do it, and then I chew mine, and then 10, 15 minutes later, I've got such a sense of euphoria. You're my best friend. Take my car keys. Do you want my phone? Do you want my credit card? And it makes you feel all kind of happy and loved up. And then the next day, you just fall asleep. You think, fucking hell, how do I get to bed? And then the next day, you wake up in the morning, and you're fresh as a daisy. You don't feel groggy. Oh, Clopidone.
Yeah.
7.5 milligram. Try and get your doctor to prescribe them.
Yeah. No, like I said, when it comes to narcotics, they don't want to do it.
It's a sleeping tablet.
So any other drug, though, not a problem. You'll write them out like you said, give them out like Tic Tacs. But if it's a narcotic of any kind of sort, they don't want to do it anymore.
Opposite over here, mate. Trust me. And we got quite a like Mr.
I'm
McCracken.
here. I'm here. You're there. Unless you want to like fill up a fucking envelope full of fucking Valium for me, 10 milligram Valiums, and send them to me.
Well,
Sure.
like Mr. McCracken is saying, the Tramadols. My wife's
Yeah, and you said they're opiate based, right? They're
yeah.
So it's a narcotic. So the doctor's gonna say fucking no.
Not here.
Because it's addiction. Yeah, he just rambled on about addiction. I asked him, what will Valium, like, how is it poisoning me? Like, is it going to wreck my kidneys or my liver or what, right?
Yeah.
And he told me, but he was like, addiction. That was his answer to me all the time. Addiction. I didn't ask about addiction. I'm asking about how it's poisoning, right?
Long-term effects.
What kind of organs damage am I going to have or whatever, right? And finally, he told me after he fucking addiction, like 5 times he said it. And I'm like, that's not what I'm asking. You know, it's fucked.
Fucking ammonia.
They're bad for your kidneys. So the Valiums are bad for your kidneys. So obviously, I don't want to be taking that every day, right? So then I asked him, like, how long does the toxin stay in your body for after you take 30 milligrams, right? How long do they stick around for? And he says, 2 weeks, they'll be cleaned out of your system. You'll piss it out, right? And I'm like, okay, then give me 30 milligrams every 2 weeks. And then he agreed to that. But that's what I had to go through, like basically trying to convince him to prescribe me drugs. I'm not stupid. You know, I've tried all these drugs. I already did the experiment phase. I can't sit back and wait for them to decide to give me shit 3 years down the road, right? That's not going to work. So all this time I've been self-medicating. And I can't like have it out with my doctor because they'll just fire you or whatever till you get lost. Don't come back. You know, trying to tell them. It's hard to relay how much pain you're in. To you know, like you tell him, you know, I'm in X amount of pain, and he doesn't understand. Like hey, I can tolerate a lot of pain, dude. So when I'm so much pain and I end up in the emergency ward, you know, I'm there for a fucking reason. Yeah, I just had to. What was it? Yesterday, I had the eye laser thing done on my eyeball.
Oh
yeah. And they put some drops in there, and then they stick a needle in there, and then they zap your eye, right?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he's like, "Did you feel anything?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "Yeah, I felt you poking the needle in my eye and moving it around, poking, you know, to put the numbing stuff in. And then, yeah, I felt the fucking thing roll across my eye and burn it. It wasn't like excruciating. It did numb it a bit, what he did, but I felt it. But I was there so long and sitting and my fucking hips were so fucking sore and shit. I just wanted to get out of there. Just do it, right? He's doing it. Just do it.
Yeah.
It was only 60 seconds or something like that. Some fucking robot counter thing was counting in the background or something I heard, and it was counting down like, you know, 20, 15, 10 going down from 60 seconds, I believe it was. They just start rubbing this little pen thing on my eye, but it was a little laser thing. Had a little cord going to it. And they'd rub it. It made me look up, and they rubbed it back and forth on my bottom of my eye or whatever, right on my eye. But I could feel them rubbing across. I could feel it burning back this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way, back and forth. And there was an intern, and they let him have a couple swipes at it too. But I agreed to that anyway, so So get some hands-on experience for them. I did that a couple times there for them. When they go to run a machine to check your eyes or whatever, the intern's going to do it. Okay, no problem.
Hell, when I went over to get my eyes checked by the ophthalmologist, I had fucking, I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 different people test me. They just shuffled me. Fuck, I was in one room and I had 3 different people in that room at different times. And one thing I like now is they used to give you the puff of air in your eye, you know, and that was startling a bit. But this time they fucking froze my eye a bit, and then they just touched something to it that reads the pressures.
Yeah, the eye pressure thing. Yeah, it's like little hairs or something.
Yeah.
Handheld machine, and has little hairs sticking out, and they push it against your eyeball, and yeah.
Way better than that puff. At least I think so.
Well, I don't. That's the only way I've had it. So
Oh,
I don't remember anything like that when I was younger. It could have happened, but I just don't remember.
well, up until, well, what was it? I went 2 years ago. 2 years and 4 months. And I had the puffs back then. You put your eye in and they put something in it. You got to look at this little fucking balloon way out.
Oh yeah.
They give you that puff.
Yeah, I had that done too when I was there. Because they're looking at they used that to look at my good eye to see if it was, fine.
Yeah.
And then they went. They didn't even bother using that on the bad eye because they knew it was fucked anyway. So they're just trying to take the pressure down or whatever. The pressure's way high.
Yeah.
But what I've been reading and stuff on the internet, it's a common thing for eye injury, people that have eye injuries and stuff, for that to happen later on in life.
Yeah.
For it to fuck up, get cataracts or eye pressure buildup and shit like that, blindness.
And I've got both. No blindness yet, because that would be all 3. But I have cataracts, and my pressures were rising. But since I got my diabetes under control, the pressures haven't really moved too much either.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, the only reason why they did it to the other eye to take the pressure off, because I kept on getting migraine halos.
Yeah.
So I was like, even now, like I haven't gotten one yet, so we'll wait and see. But since last month or whatever, I was like getting them daily and hourly and stuff like that, and that's fucked. It impairs your vision, right?
Yeah.
Like it can't read or nothing like that at times. Takes a few minutes for it to go away.
420.
But I don't know, got my eyeballs out. Gotta put the eye drops in my fucking eyeball and all that. 2 weeks go back. We'll see for a checkup, see if it all worked out.
Well, I got to put a drop in each eye at night the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's the anti-pressure stuff. Yeah, that's the same stuff that they're putting in my eyes too.
Yeah. Once in a while I forget one night, but most of the time I remember.
Because my good eye is within the area it's supposed to be, but it is on the higher side, he said.
Oh.
But it's within where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But my bad eye was way up there. Was they supposed to be like 20 or under or something like that?
Yeah.
And then my My bad eye was up to 70 or something like that. And I think the max is 100.
I should ask him what the pressure's at.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just guessing at what the numbers are.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna ask him next
I don't-
year, 2 years from now when I go.
Yeah. Well, I always get to the. I always forget all the stuff I want to ask them though.
Yeah, well, it's 2 years from now, and I'm not writing it down, so.
Yeah.
And actually, I've already forgot.
420.
Uh,
Yeah.
what the pressure's at.
I don't know. It's fine. It's a little sore, but it's fine. But he was surprised that I felt anything and I didn't move or anything.
Huh.
Right? Oh, you sat there so calm and chill. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that you were feeling anything. But really, what it was is I didn't care. I just wanted to get out of there. I was already such a hurting unit
Yeah,
to go. But I knew I had to get it done, right? 'Cause if it gets rid of the migraine halos, that'll be awesome. I don't have to worry about that shit no more. Bugging me.
what causes your migraines? Do you know?
It was the pressure building up in the eye. Wait, do you know what a migraine halo is?
Not really.
Well, it's how it starts out is a little blurry dot in the middle of your vision, right?
Okay.
It's like a little fuzzy dot. Then it grows, and then you're able to see through the middle. And it looks like sort of a donut thing, and it'll be a little bit fuzzy. Then you'll start seeing little ring around that donut, and it'll be lights, flashing lights and stuff like I don't know, a bunch of like you're seeing a light show. It's not different colors; it's just white, and it's flashing and flashing and flashing in the circle, and the circle grows bigger and bigger and bigger until it's outside the edges of your vision. That's a migraine halo. Sometimes people get migraine headaches and get them, but I have eye problem. So it's happening in the bad eye, but I'm seeing it in the good eye too, right? Like it's transferring like into my vision.
Yeah.
So it's hard to see past, right? Because I'm seeing it in one eye. Oh shit. Yeah. So it gets to be bothersome trying to see past it. But before it was only happening, 3 days a week, maybe a couple times a month before. But after my heat strokey thing or whatever happened there, it was like every day or every hour. I was like, what the fuck? This is really fucking stopping me from seeing, right?
Yeah.
But I already knew my appointment was already set, so I was already coming up for it. So I'm hopefully that's going to fix that now. So I don't see the migraine halos no more.
Yeah.
That was sort of my goal of thinking of doing it. Because I could have left it. He says I could have just left it. If it's not hurting me. He says he could have left it, but no, I was seeing the migraine halos because of it. So I was like, because there's not always pain associated with migraine halos.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told anyway. Or read or been told something. Little bits, bites that I pick up along the way, right?
Yeah. Well, my last ophthalmologist was a surgeon too. And he said next year when you come, we'll clear everything off and then probably won't have to use the drops anymore. He's going to get rid of the
Cataracts.
cataracts, and if you
Yeah.
did that, we figured they would loosen everything up, and I'd be
Yeah,
okay.
they'll laser it right away. They'll burn it right off.
And then he fucked off to Calgary.
Yeah.
And,
That's what it's one of my doctors did something like that too before on me.
well, he never did it to me. He fucked off, and in between time he said he told me that he was going to do it next year, and the next year he left the country.
Yeah. One of my doctors, I go to an appointment and show up. Oh no, he's in the hospital getting his own surgery done. Oh. Shit. Don't know when he's going to reschedule, right? So obviously it was something serious.
Yeah.
So that's how the one specialist went. After waiting, 6 months or something to see him. But, shit happens, right?
Yeah.
And then in that same field, the specialist before that was a younger guy, and he said, "Oh, I'm not qualified to handle that." Basically, he's told me, not in those exact words, because he didn't want to say, like, I got this. I'm a specialist, but can't do that, right? Right.
Yeah.
But it was because he's a younger guy. He wasn't experienced enough, right? He felt like he wasn't experienced enough. And then that's when I wait the 6 months, and the guy was in the hospital. And then the next guy after that was like a year later. I had to wait. And then the next guy just told me to get lost.
What?
Told me, oh, yeah, it's not right for me to be there, blah, blah, give me the lecture. Told me to get lost. I'm not going to refer you to anybody or anything, and you're gone. Bye. He was a real dick. I was like, whoa, man.
Well, with the way the other ones were putting you off, maybe surgery really didn't need to be done.
Well, they wanted me to go to Penticton or something to see a specialist too. Same thing. And I'm like, I got no way to go all the way out there. That's long distance. I might not make that. I might get too wore out, right?
Yeah.
Might not make it there and back.
I'm not trying to think if I've ever been to Penticton, but I don't think so.
Shit, man, I have trouble just going downtown here and fucking sitting around for an hour and shit and get my eye lasered, and that fucking wore me out.
Yeah. Well,
Just lay around.
me driving around town and going to the 3 or 4 stores just wears me out sometimes for 2 days.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Same sort of shit happens to me.
And it even used to give me pain, but it wouldn't do it that day. It would always wait till the next day for the pain to come on.
Yeah, for me, I know it's going to be bad when I get home and I lay down and I'm hurting really bad. Then I know it's going to be next 2-3 days I'm going to be hurting in it.
Yeah.
I kind of know that. If I get home, I lay down, it's not so bad. I should be fine in a couple days, right?
Yeah.
But other times I just know it's like, oh, I'm going to be laid up for like fucking 3 days now. Like just sitting on the bus, And when I got up out of the seat of the bus, that's, oh, my hip, oh no. Oh, and I was limping. That sucked.
Yeah.
Don't really notice it too much sitting there, but as soon as I get up, it's like, oh, fuck me.
My hips are not.
Going down too. That's what sucked. It was going down. That's when it happened. So I limped into the doctor's office and end up fucking sitting in the chair there for an hour. Thank God they had a little bit of cushion. Holy shit. And it feels weird because a lot of people in there are all really old.
Yeah.
There's only one younger person than me that was there. And they're there with their parents, though.
If you ever have to go in there again, the next time you feel like falling down, when you're in there, just let yourself drop. They'll be a lot more interested and more believed in what you say if you fell because your hip give out.
Well, when the doctor or whatever asked me how I was feeling, I told him,
Yeah.
my hips are fucking killing me. Sit there
so
for an hour. Oh, you missed all the juicy stuff.
Oh, yeah, go on. Recap. What?
Oh,
McCracken going on about I was soaking up my underpants in mint sauce. That was funny for him. Hello, Papa. Zoppy clone. That's right. I just remembered it. Begins with a Z. Zoppy clone. That's it. Those sleeping tablets. If you can try and get hold of those, Mr. Melvin, you'll like them. They're very good. They're very good, but don't obviously munch them like Smarties all the time. You won't get the full effect from it. But they're very good sleeping tablets. Well, for me anyway. I'm very resilient to this medication these days. But like those Tramadols you talked about and Deborah don't touch the sides of me. I can munch those all day long and I don't feel nothing. But the Zoppy clones are good.
I don't know. Like I said, right now I landed on the Valium. I am comfortable with that right now. So
I know. But if you just want to get to sleep.
What's the side effects from your drugs you're talking about?
No, like I said to you, these Zoppy clones, I've gone through loads of stuff and I'm very resilient to chemical medication. I don't know it's because I abuse myself going on the ease.
We all are here.
Come on,
You know when you go to the dentist and you get those needles, I need twice as many needles. So that's how resistant I am to, I guess, narcotics, I guess you can say, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not
High tolerant. I'm not like a Superman like Myron, but I do have a high tolerance. Same thing with pain. I have a high tolerance to pain.
No, I'm just saying is I've tried all these different sleeping tablets and stuff to help me go to sleep, and you get that giddiness the next day and dopey, and your brain's all fuzzy. But these Zoppy clones that I can take, they're very clean. Like I said, no girls, shut up. Sorry about that, guys.
That's another reason why I like the Valium, because I'm a little dopey the next day. As much pain as I should be right now, right? It's not only giving me the good night's sleep where I probably wouldn't have slept last night because of the pain. So I got a good night's sleep, knocked me out, and then I woke up and I still feel the effects of it, but it's not like totally, it's like I'm stoned, like I smoked a joint. But it's holding back. We're still sort of working, I guess you can say, right? But it's not going to last until the night. It'll wear off here eventually. Then I'll be back. I'll start feeling where I hurt myself yesterday. And then one of the other main reasons I like it too, it doesn't affect my guts at all. It makes me feel sick or nothing. Some of these other drugs, they make you sick in the morning, or you take a little bit too much, you feel nauseous from it. Valium doesn't seem to do any of that. I wake up in the morning and I feel good. I feel a little bit doped up, but I feel good. That's the thing, right? But I guess 40 milligrams is the max that you're supposed to take, supposedly. I think the doctor won't give you any more than 40 milligrams. That's the recommended max. But I know people have taken more than that, but $143. What do you got? It's Saturday today? I don't know what day it is today. Yeah, it's a Saturday. But yeah, got her done. Hopefully go back in 2 weeks. And he said, okay, all good. And then I won't have to fuck around with him no more. I can go back to my regular doctor and start harassing him again. And where are we on my checkup thing or whatever? And what are we going to do about all this stuff? And he'll be like, what stuff? What checkups he'll do? Well, you look at your file, don't you remember? Doing a checkup. We're starting from scratch. You're going to start from scratch. It's going to take another 3.5 years to get her all through. Get everything looked at. That's what they did before. Have the x-rays done, blood tests done. The next will be all the fucking CAT scans and all that kind of crap. They don't care what fucking, that I got it done fucking 15 years ago or whatever, right? They don't give a shit about that. Well, let's see where you're at now, right? Get all new stuff. Make sure everybody gets paid again, right? And it'll just come to a dead end, I bet. It's going to come to a dead end again.
It's like me. 4 CAT scans, 4 MRIs, and they couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
So maybe now they might be able to because it's enlarged, or maybe not. I don't know. But fuck, I'm just tired of going. You gotta take the fucking awful liquid that tastes like some sort of lemon shit, and then it just fucking cleans you out.
Yeah, I know, the big jug.
Well, we just get a bottle, little maybe 2-cup bottle.
Oh, mine was like a big 4-liter jug.
Oh no! We get 2 pills. They're called Duplox, and we get that fucking thing, and you gotta drink it, and then drink 1 or 2 cups of water right afterwards.
Oh shit!
And in about 6 hours or maybe 5 hours, oh fuck, maybe even 2 or 3.
Did you ever have to take the barium stuff? That chalk stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my god! When I almost died pooping it out. I did it right there at the office right after the exam. I'm like, I gotta go. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom, man. And I was in there for an hour, struggling, man. I was like tears in my eyes and everything, sweating. It was nasty experience, dude. I told him I never want to go through that again. Right? It was bad.
I never had a problem.
Oh, I did. My guts did not agree with that barium stuff at all.
Yeah, my mom always said I had cast iron guts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I almost died on that toilet that day. I swear. And I was in there for an hour too, and they're all starting to like, "Are you okay?" No. Like, fuck. Can't you hear me? Oh, you fuck. But finally, it was like, okay, yeah. Oh my god. And I told them I never want to go through that again. And they're like, "Oh, you look all pale and flush. Are you gonna be okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just want to go home, man. Just fuck. Let me go. Let me go home, man.
Yeah.
I'll go home and lay down and rest." But oh my gosh.
Well, home is where we can care the best for ourselves.
It's just where I'm most comfortable to sleep and rest.
Well, yeah, but not
I get
only that, you know what you need to take care of yourself, you know, and you got it all set up at home. Whereas if you're somebody somewhere else, they don't know what you needed, what time or
Yeah,
anything like
especially
that.
when it comes to food.
Yeah,
I can't eat any old thing. I got like a highly specialized diet, you could say. I found over the years, I found things that agree with me, found things that disagree to me, and just don't go back. Right?
yeah,
Like for some reason, spaghetti, like a big plate of spaghetti, oh, it'll set off my guts and give me heartburn and reflux and all that shit and cramps. Oh,
okay, that's the spaghetti sauce. Some,
yeah, is spaghetti sauce like pizza sauce?
yeah, the red stuff.
Yeah, I have pizzas and I have no problem with that sauce. So I'm thinking it's more of the
But
noodles.
it's not completely.
So there's
Well, you can
something
get
that's in pizza or spaghetti sauce that's not in pizza sauce.
yeah, there could be some special spice that's not
Yeah, I
because
don't know what that is.
it doesn't taste completely the same. I don't think. To me, it doesn't.
No, but that's why I don't think it's really the sauce. I think it's the noodle. Something
Well,
in the noodle. It could be gluten or something like that.
yeah.
It's in the noodle, or I don't
But
know.
do you eat anything else with wheat in it? Bread?
Yeah, I eat white bread, but I usually eat Wonder Bread. But I don't know if Wonder Bread's got gluten or not in it.
Yes.
Yeah, see, so it might not even be gluten. I don't know. I eat white bread and I don't really have a problem. The pizza bun swirl thing I'm eating, that's like baked at the bakery there, that at the grocery store, but it's still white bread.
It's all wheat gluten.
Yeah, see, so I don't
So
have a problem with that.
yeah,
So
so
I don't
I
know.
can't see it being uh,
It's one of those mysteries, right?
pasta. They do make it if you ever have a chance. They do make a pasta sauce out there that's white. It's got a special name.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Try that and see how that works for you.
I don't know. I just avoid spaghetti. That's all I do.
How
But like I said, it's strange. I could eat pizza like no problem.
about macaroni?
Yeah, I can eat macaroni and cheese, no problem. The KD, and
Yeah,
I even eat the off brand, like the no name brand KD before, and I can eat that no problem.
it's. I just don't think it's a wheat because
So so it's probably got to be something to do with the sauce, something in the sauce that I can't handle
yeah, yeah.
because it's just like a trigger. It just sets things off, and it's like I'm not eating spaghetti anymore. Simple as that. And like I said, over the years, I found all kinds of weird stuff that I can and cannot eat.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing
Yeah,
like
well, like
no,
those frozen lasagnas, those frozen ones from the store. I can eat that. Isn't that spaghetti sauce?
no,
No,
no.
See,
Lasagna, pizza, and spaghetti, they all have maybe the same red base, but then they all have different spices in them.
yeah.
You might find maybe garlic in all of them, but I'm sure that each one contains its own spices to make it taste different.
Then I tend to stay away from the hot, spicy stuff too. It's not as bad as, say, spaghetti, but it'll set off some heartburn going, right? When I eat spicy stuff, hot, spicy stuff. Mildly, if it's mild, not I can handle it. But if it gets too burn in your mouth kind of spicy thing, then it's gonna fuck with my guts.
Yeah. Jesus, I had an allergy test when I was 15 or 16. The doctor said I shouldn't eat anything on it. The one that sent me for the test, she asked me if I smoked, and I said, yeah. And she said, well, you should quit smoking. And then when I had the allergy test, I was allergic to nicotine. Strawberries, bananas, chocolate, house dust, house mold, pot mold, eggs. And guess what? I had a Coke, which has chocolate in it, and a cigarette for breakfast every morning for about 6 years. I'm not allergic to fucking anything anymore. I've eaten my way through it all. Believe it or not.
Yeah, when it comes to allergic reactions and stuff, I think the thing I have is cats and pollen.
I have a pollen too.
Too much pollen in air, and I start to sneeze, and but it doesn't like fuck me over really. I just get all sneezy and shit when there's too much pollen in there. Same with the cats. I get too close to cats. Say if I shove my face into the cat's fur, my eyes would get all itchy and scratchy and dry, and my nose would run a bit.
They said I was allergic to fucking house dust.
Yeah, that's what they said for me too.
My place is dusty.
Yeah, well, it's like one of those things you can't get away from.
Yeah.
Right? You're allergic to sunlight. Oh, god damn it, right? Can't get away from that sucker.
Yeah.
That would suck. But I don't think I have any kind of allergic reaction where it's life-threatening or anything. I just get a little bit of discomfort and congestion, and that's about it.
Well, I'm sure that all stuff draining down the back of my throat, and you might notice that I spit it out every once in a while. I'm pretty sure that's all allergy stuff. You know, it's caused by the allergies and working in my cavities in my
Just
nose.
probably normal mucus.
Oh, I got a lot of mucus then.
Yeah, so it's just normal kind of mucus. Unless it's an odd color, and then you got to kind of concern yourself.
Well, it's chocolate after hot chocolate, and
Well,
most times it's kind of clear.
yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Oh, I
It's
know.
like, if it's a dark yellow or a green, then that's a sign of sinus infection.
Yeah, I don't worry about all that kind of crap.
Well, yeah,
Vicks Vapor Rub here, and when I feel it welling up on me too much, I just fill up my nose with Vicks Vapor Rub. Fill up a little bit the inside, so you know you're getting the full effect of the eucalyptus leaves or whatever's in it. And it usually helps me. And that's all I have in the house for medicine. Wow. Except for my pills. Gotta mention
Doesn't
them.
wouldn't Vicks work with earaches too?
I think they might.
I don't know. So I know it's like it does penetrate when you rub it on your skin. It does penetrate.
Yeah. Yeah, when I put it on, instead of putting it on the outside of my nose, I stick it up on the inside.
Yeah.
Give it a lot more penetration rate.
I don't think it'll hurt you if it doesn't burn or nothing. I don't think it'll hurt you.
Yeah, it doesn't for me.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts you any. Maybe if you like drank the whole thing, it might hurt you.
I think it's mostly KY jelly. It's
Probably.
just
Probably. That's something I don't have right now is any Vicks. That's funny. You hadn't had the need for it for such a long time.
See, I use it for everything. If I got any problems up around here, I sniff a little too much, or I'm got a cough or something, and I don't get colds or nothing because I'm on everything right away with the Vicks.
I probably don't get colds and stuff because I'm not out and around people enough to get them.
Well, no, fuck. Even when I worked around people, I had a job when I was working out. We went up into northern BC, and a few of the guys got sick with the flu there. Fuck, I went and sat beside one guy for hours and talked to him because he couldn't even fucking get out of bed. They had to take him to the hospital eventually.
Shit, eh?
And I never got nothing. Hey, popcorn. And I was kind of happy about that.
What's up in?
Not catching anything.
Can you see in my picture? Can you see any red hairs in there?
Not really, no.
They're there. There's a few.
Oh?
Couple little red hairs in there. Just a couple.
I don't remember there being many red hairs last year.
No, there wasn't that last year either.
Yeah.
But this one was fucking, that bud there was like the size of my forearm. So that's like over twice as big as the big bud I had last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then by cutting down all these big guys, because I took 3 of the lower branches too.
Oh, yeah.
And
I want to ask you something. Sorry to interrupt, but I got to ask it before I forget. Just about forgot that. That big piece you cut off the center. Everybody was wanting to know why you did it that way. And I said, well, maybe if you cut that piece off, the buds that are growing up are all the way around it. They're all the same height then, and they'll all get the same.
yeah, I basically just topped it so the rest can grow.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I topped it at that same level as the others. I have a couple little buds coming out just below the cut, and they're good sized buds, so they'll become the new tops, right?
Yeah.
They're roughly the same height as everything else.
And
because all the stuff that I left, they all had buds about the size of my fist, right? And they're getting kind of chunky and weighty, but I want more out of them. And I only got, a month and a half or so, or best, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So I clipped it off there, to have it all straight level across. So they're all going to hopefully grow now. All that energy.
I was told that A white widow would have lots of red hairs on it.
Well, I don't remember being a lot. Like when they dry out, they'll have red hairs. You'll see more red hairs when they dry out because they go brown or whatever.
Yeah, 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 but not when it's.
Yeah, that
They would
this
say
like,
use that to judge when you want to harvest.
well, how I judge the harvest is I go to the little the sap sucker little buds at the bottom, you know,
Yeah.
little they have, and I find a frosty one, and I cut that off and I flash dry it like over 3 days, dry it really quick, roll up and smoke it. I know it's going to taste shitty, but if I get high, then I know, hey, it's ready. You know, it's good enough. It got me high. I'll smoke it right in the morning too, so I'll get a fresh bake out of it, wake and bake.
Yeah,
If it gets me high and I feel stupid from it, yeah, hey, it's good, right? Good enough. And so I know for sure those top buds are going to be even better,
yeah,
right? And that little sucker at the bottom, because I'll purposely leave a couple of suckers so I can test, and I'll just look at them. And if I figure, oh, I want to remove a top, maybe, so I'll look at the little suckers at the bottom, and I'll find one that's frosty, and I'll snip it off and dry it and roll a joint out of it. And I know it, like I said, I know it's going to taste crappy because I flash dried it underneath the light or whatever
wow,
over 3 days. Then I roll the joint and I smoke it. And then, like I said, in the morning, and if I feel stupid from it, I'm like, yeah, it's working. I'm not out to grow the primo, right? I'd rather get some quantity, really. I don't need the best of stuff. I need like quantity. That's sort of what I need. Lots of it. That's going to work for me. Because this stuff that I grow here is a good filler. So because sometimes you run out of money or stuff like that, and you need something to get by on. So this will be a good filler.
yeah. I think my best harvest I got I'd say probably roughly 1.5 pounds.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like last year, it was only 6 or 8 ounces I got. So that's out of all that.
Yeah,
And this year, like I said, right away, this top is like better than twice as big as the last big top that I chopped off last year.
yeah,
And then I got another sort of a top from, like, I took 3 of the lower branches, but they're getting big and bulky. So I clipped that off. And then one of those was the same size as what I had last year. So, and the other ones are kind of just, they're more sparsely spread out, but there's a lot of bud there, just as much as the first. So you can kind of feel it. Like I kind of feel it, and oh, this one's small. This one's going way down the branch. Feels kind of heavy,
yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's thickened up good enough to get started on it anyway. And then doing it little by little too is going to help, right? I don't want to do it all at once.
Yeah, yeah. I know you can't do it all at once, really.
It's working out good. It was ready.
Yeah.
It got me high, right? I tested it. Sort of what I do. I test it first. I tested the other plants too. Same thing. Oh no, didn't really get me high, so they're not ready. Right? I left them alone. So now when the end of the month here will come along after I feed them on the 1st or whatever, then I'm gonna try them again. Because there's other little suckers down there. I'll find a little frosty one and I'll do it again. Give it a test, see if it's ready to top it. At least top it, right? And then there's a few other branches that are big enough that could be topped too.
Yeah.
And I could take them down, and then it'll go, all that energy will go straight into all the other ones to try to get them bigger.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, I might, if I'm lucky, probably October 15th I could get to. And then at that point, they're dying. It's just too cold. If I'm lucky, I can get to the 15th of October.
Yeah.
But as I clip them down, I'll just leave them out there. And like even the year before, when I threw them on the side of the house there, they continued to try to grow bud, but they all came out purple. They're little popcorn bud things, but they all try to sprout up again, right?
Yeah.
Well, everywhere they could, every little node or whatever they could, right? And I didn't water or the fuck all. It was in the corner in the dark. And it still was trying to make little buds. I went and picked them all off and gave them to my friend. I'm like, you want this?
I wonder what it did. Did you ask him?
No, I didn't think to ask him. I just was had so much, right? All this homegrown, right? I didn't need every little scrap of it, right? I'm like, here, you want these? These have been sitting in the dry rack, for a couple weeks now. Here, you want them, right?
Yeah.
That's just the leftovers that made it, I don't know, into November.
Because they might have been extra good. You don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe, but
it's in the colder weather. They're surviving, so they got to have a lot of stickiness on the outside of the leaves.
Oh yeah,
to keep away the cold.
Yeah. What? Remember to check your flower from the shops. Have found 3 beans so far. I'm confused.
Your name's Jeff, not Jack. Jack in the Beanstalk had 3 beans too.
3 beans.
I think he found. He's talking about flower from. He found 3 seeds in his wheat from the shops.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking that's what he means.
Try sprouting them.
Yeah.
That's how all mine started. Mine started all from seeds from a baggie. That's what started me growing them. So next year I might go back to because I have a mix of seeds and it's Anastasia and Do-si-do. Hell if I can tell the difference between the seeds. So I'll go back to planting those and see what I get. But the Anastasia, it grew huge last year. That was that big plant. And it had that pink flowers on them. And the Do-si-do had like brown hairs. So I had quite the colorful pot there for a bit. Brown, pink, and white.
Yeah.
And I did get a few random seeds off of those other ones too, because I fertilized the widow beside it, or just on the other side of it, I guess.
Yeah.
So I did get a few random little seeds, not maybe 5 out of all that though. So I never know what those will be. Some Anastasia widow cross, or some Do-si-do widow cross.
Have you ever thought of cross? Well, they do it in the fruit trees. They cut off a limb and cut off a limb off of another tree of a different flavor. And
Splicing.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Splicing, yeah. I seen them do it the tomato plant and a potato. they'd cut the potato plant off and make that splice cut, and then take the tomato plant and stuff it in, tape it up, and you grow tomatoes on top, potatoes underneath the ground. That's fucked up, eh?
Yeah, but I was thinking, well, you got a little white widow growing, and you take something else and put her on there with it. Maybe
I don't know. I don't know if that would work. Maybe when they're young and still supple, like when they're still green
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't know if once they get like, I don't know if that would work because they're hollow on the inside, eh?
Yeah, but if they were the same diameter, you think it should be okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Be no different than splicing like a tree, like,
Yeah,
you know, putting all different kinds of apples on one tree, splicing it
yeah.
or something. I don't know. So, might be something I might fuck with one day. I'll just use a bottom branch, try to cut them and splice them together.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily need a different type of pot growing off it. I just try to do the splicing, keep it alive.
yeah.
Splice from one plant to another and see if I can keep it going. I don't know.
But if you do that, it might be nice to get a little weed off of it.
Or, yeah, and then grow different plants. Have all this different weed growing on the same plant. I don't know.
Be worth the experiment, I think.
It might be something I'll try. I like I said, I kind of like that potato tomato idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Growing potatoes under the ground from the same plant, basically. And you stick the tomato on top.
Yeah.
But that's a whole new area now, splicing. And I suppose you got to be really careful not to contaminate the blades and stuff. Got to keep it all clean when you do the cutting. So no pathogens get in there to fuck it up.
Yeah.
I don't know, when I'm clipping and shit, I don't worry about it. I just go and get out there, start clipping.
Yeah, but you don't clip with the thought in mind to splice something onto it. You're just trying to get rid of that shit.
Yeah, I just try to get rid of the shit. My tomatoes are doing phenomenally well all of a sudden, too.
Really?
Yeah, see, I got a picture of the first batch that come off now.
Well, you said you were feeding twice as much this year, didn't you?
Yeah,
Maybe that's why everything's doing so good, because they're getting so much more food.
yeah, I've been told once a week to feed them once a week. But I'm doing it twice a month, so every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
or
every 2 weeks.
I just don't like the mess of the shit.
Too much work for you, yeah.
It's not just that, it's fucking kind of disgusting. It's not a pretty smell. Right? And then you're washing it through the water. See, there's the tomatoes I got off so far.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, then I got probably another batch coming off like this next too here in the next little while. I think I'm gonna wait until the end of the month to do my video, tell everybody it's time to pick or whatever, and then I'll do all the harvesting because the kale can use another trimming down, but that'll just go to the chickens.
Yeah.
And then tomatoes, I could go through and probably get another batch of tomatoes like that from my plants. And then I'll trim some of those little sucker buds down at the bottom of those two plants and smoke them and see if they're ready yet. Then if I feel they're ready, the tops are coming off. Because I don't have much time left. Like I said, I got a month and a half or so at best, after that month. So I got to make a decision to if I want more or I just want better. So I think like I said, I test it, gets me high. I'll be like, oh, more. I'll just clip the top, get that one going. So I know the top is going to be the best. So they're going to be a lot better than those little sucker buds down at the bottom. But majority of those I trim away. I cut them all away. I just leave a couple, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, well, I watched Epic on his, and he trims his up about a foot or a foot and a half. I don't do it quite that much, but pretty close.
Yeah. Well, I know people do all kinds of different stuff. They pinch something, pinch a little node out or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it turns into like a little bush, like a little round bush.
Yeah.
Now, on another experiment I did, I gave a lot of fertilizer to the one plant, and it's doing pretty good. So that might be the thing. Just I have to feed them more next year, because I think I'm going to feed them one more time, and then I'm not going to feed them for the next month.
Yeah.
Get it all flushed out. Should be fine. Even now, they don't look like they're hungry at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one I tried, I just poured a big glump of it right into the pot with it, and it's doing pretty good. So I don't think I can over fertilize. I can't. I don't think it's possible.
It sure doesn't seem like it.
Oh yeah, it was a lot.
And from what you're saying, you doubled up your fertilizer from last year, and the way you're talking, you're fucking getting double product from doubling up the fertilizer.
Yeah. And then, like I said, that other plant where I just glumped the whole pile in that one time, it's been nice and dark green, and the whole time it hasn't yellowed or anything.
Yeah.
But it's the one I did the least to. I just took the bottom limbs off, and I haven't touched it. I haven't plucked any leaves or nothing. I just let everything go the way it wants to do. And it kind of roundy. It went to a roundy, pumpy shape compared to my other ones I tie. So they're kind of all squished together.
Yeah.
The other one I didn't have to. There's nothing around really. So I just let it all do what it wants. And then the ones in the back 40 are doing the worst. They're not getting enough sun. They're tall and skinny and lanky. They're all stretching their branches way out, trying to grab up sun. And there's not much foliage on it at all. They're all going. It's going into bud. I can see all the buds coming out. So they're all heading towards bud, but there's just nothing there. The nodes are huge. On the branches, the nodes are huge apart. They're probably like 6 to 8 inches apart from each other, like huge apart. And they're stretching out to the sides. They're sticking way out. It's a lanky, stringy one. The stalk isn't even that thick either compared to the others. Like the 4 main ones, they got huge, nice, thick stalks on them. And then my experiment one over there in the smaller pot I overfed it, you can say. Well, I tried to overfeed. Yeah. It's starting to get a good thick stalk on it now. But it got in the ground late because I was waiting for people to pick them up. And they didn't. So I'm just going to shove them over there, right? And I'm going to shove these here, right? So obviously that back 40 is no good for growing. And I've been feeding them and watering them every day, or not every day feeding, but feeding them just like the rest of the plants.
Yeah.
And then the one on the other side of the yard, that's the one I extra fed. Seems to be doing fine. So I don't think I can accidentally over fertilize, right?
Yeah.
So how I like them tomatoes?
Oh, they look pretty good.
Okay.
I'd have a cheese and tomato sandwich.
There's where it started.
Well, see, those probably would never have made it this far because I would have eaten some green ones right away.
Yeah. I had BLTs. See, when I got this many. When I got that many now, because there's the old ones are there.
Yeah.
And then I got 3 more, and that's when I made BLTs. And then
Damn good with those tomatoes, I bet.
there, many. Then I got that many. And then we went to that full thing. And we have that many.
Oh,
That was just the last batch I did. Somebody came over for a visit, and then their husband's like, I love tomatoes. And I'm like, okay, well, come back in 2-3 days and there'll be tomatoes for you. So all these tomatoes are sitting there waiting for them. Because my next batch is coming off here pretty quick.
I think you should pull them and say, get your ass over here and pick up your frickin' tomatoes before they go bad.
Yeah. Well, some of them are kind of orangey there. See, they got a little bit of ripen to go.
Yeah, yeah.
So, whatever. He comes over later, and I'm like, hey, well, here's your tomato. It'll be a pile of rotten tomatoes. You're supposed to come back. You're supposed to come back in 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow will be the 4th day, so. And, oh, I can show you that other picture. Where are you? Where did you go? Oh, put it in this one. There it is. Oh, you can't see that very good, can you?
It's hanging 4 buds.
Yeah, the big one is the one I did the video on. And those are the other branches I took down.
Yeah. Now, when you're talking the big one, is that the one on the left? Because that one is big.
Yeah, the one on the left is big as my forearm.
Yeah, the one next to it is just tall. Not really
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, that was one of the branches I took off. Same with the
Yeah.
other. See, the one that's furthest right, that was the same size as the bud I topped last year. And that's not a top, that's a branch. But that was the same size as the one I topped last year.
Fuck, you'll be getting twice. Yeah. You weighed out what you got last year, didn't you? Or-
No, I just did a rough guesstimate. That's why I said 6 to 8 ounces. It's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Because I had those screens piled full. I just don't have the capability to weigh ounces. And I didn't want to do it a quarter at a time or an eighth at a time.
Yeah, I understand.
I just, if it fills up a sandwich bag to the top, that's an ounce, right?
Yeah. I understand why you don't do it. But every once in a while, I got to ask a question that inquiring minds might want to learn.
Oh, yeah. There's an audience out there
Yeah.
that want to know.
And
There you go.
you're one of the most economical easiest kind of farmers to follow. Really. Holy fuck, that looks good.
Yeah, that's the top. That's
Yeah.
as big as my forearm, dude. But
Yeah.
I know once it's dry, it's not going to be nothing like that. But
She looks good sitting there.
yeah. And like I said, I tested that little bud at the bottom, and then it's like, yeah, I got high and stupid, so yeah, I can take it down early. Give the others all a chance because, like I said, all the satellite buds around on the tops, they're all about the size of my fist. They got a little bit of bulk to them too.
Mm.
They're getting kind of heavy and bulky, so I wanted them to grow more. So
Yeah.
now that I cleared off that energy's got to go somewhere, and hopefully they'll fill in, and I'll get some bigger buds like this one out of them. Not quite like that, but bigger, bigger buds. And I still got a month and a so whatever to go, month and a half to go, so it should be fine. Should work out. As long as a stupid storm doesn't come along and blow them over, or fucking hailstorm and beat them all up or something, rip them to shreds.
Or an early frost. Of course, one early frost, if it's not too hard, I think that might be beneficial.
Yeah, no, I don't think an early frost would get it the first time anyway. I don't think it would kill it off right off the first time.
No. But I think that might make it produce more THC.
Well, yeah, it could set it off into emergency mode or whatever, trying to get as much out as it can.
Yeah.
And like I said, it should work just fine, just like last year. Work as a filler. It's like, yeah, well, we got no money, we don't got no dope, but hey, we got this shit to smoke. Yeah, it's good enough. And instead, it just didn't have that nice taste to it, kind of having a hay taste to it. And I have to wait until, because I got them all hanging, and I'm going to wait until Wednesday, then I'm going to bag them all for 24 hours.
Hmm.
To sweat them out for 24 hours.
Yeah, I watched you do that last year.
Yeah, I did that in the sun, so I kind of accelerated that.
Yeah.
So, but this time it's inside in my bathroom. Hanging in my bathroom with the exhaust fan on, so it doesn't smell the place up. But yeah, I'll bag them up, leave them for 24 hours this time, because when I was doing the bag in the sun, it was just out there for a couple hours till it got all sweaty. I dumped it out, put it in a fresh bag,
Yeah.
let it sweat for a couple more hours, dump it out. Kept doing that. With this, I'll just bag it and leave it for 24 hours. Let her sweat her out.
I think all the times I've been smoking my weed, I've been smoking it a little bit too wet.
Well, everybody's got different ideas what the curing process is, right?
Yeah.
Get like a tobacco moist kind of condition. Not dry, crumbly, but it's dry enough it smokes really well.
Yeah. That's about what I was doing with mine. Some of them I smoked a little too early, and when you lit it and started smoking it, you'd get a little moisture out of it in a pipe.
Yeah, and then the flavor's not quite there either, right? If you smoke it too wet, it got that green taste, I guess, the best way to describe it. Fresh green taste.
Nah, it didn't really have that to me.
By drying it out on the stalk like this, supposedly I was supposed to pick up a lot of terps. So that's the flavor. Because it's sucking all the moisture out of the stalk to try to keep the buds going, right?
Yeah.
And I'm doing that. It's going to get all the oils and all the terps. So the flavor, supposedly.
Yeah.
Well, they say to hang the whole plant, but I don't have the room to hang the whole plant. I don't want to take the whole plant down right away either, the whole thing.
Well, once you got it hanged, if it's so long, then you can just start cutting branches off it and processing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't really have the room for the inside, though.
Yeah, and you
Uh,
can.
This is all I'm going to do is just take the big swaths off like that at a time, hang them upside down by wire from the ceiling, let them sit for 6-7 days, wrap them up for 24 hours, and then undo it and then start checking it after that. Once it gets to a good point, then I'll start plucking all those buds off that stalk and putting into bags.
Yeah. I tell you, when it's 15-20% moisture instead of 40 to 50% moisture, it dries a fuck of a lot faster.
Yeah. Well, if I broke that bud down into individual buds, it would dry quicker.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not in that kind of a rush. I want to try a different way of curing it this year.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well,
Same hang drying or whatever, laying on a rack or hang drying, right?
yeah.
They're about 6-7 days, and instead of sitting them in the sun to sweat, I'm just gonna put them in a baggie for 24 hours to sweat inside.
Yeah.
And who knows, 3 or 4 days after that, should be able to start smoking it, bagging it up and smoking it. Won't be too long after the sweat, but I don't know. I might have to sweat it again, see how wet it gets, or how the dry outside will be really dry, but the stalks and stuff will be still wet as fuck. So I want them dry. So every time I bag it, it's going to draw all the moisture out to the outside, rehydrate the outside.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of I guess I would, it would do it too fast. It would be power drying. I was thinking of taking all them packets that say keep dry. You get
Oh yeah, moisture absorbers.
Yeah. Toss a couple of them in the bag with weed.
Yeah, I would probably just pick up whatever dribbles are dribbled to the bottom of the bag, though, right?
Well, it's supposed to take the moisture out of the air, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so if it's in the bag and the bag's sealed, it should start drawing the moisture out of it. But then, like I was thinking, it might dry it out too fast then.
No, I'd probably have to go through a lot of moisturizer little things.
Oh,
They'd fill up too quick. Overnight, I'd have to probably replace them one every day. It'd fill up.
yeah. Well, I got a few.
Yeah, I thought mainly you put those in with like your rice or something like that. When you go to store rice in a plastic container, you throw one in there just to take up any moisture that was left in when you closed it,
Yeah.
so it doesn't your rice don't grow any gross shit in there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh shit! I got something to show you, Martin. I found sort of like your mushroom thing. Oh, I gotta turn that off. Damn. Look at that. You see it?
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on big screen though. Oh yeah.
That's some old art, eh?
Yeah.
Look at that. I think it's like a beach towel from the 70s.
That does look like a boat from that kind of era.
Or 60s or 70s. I don't know. It's pretty old fucking towel.
Yeah. Where'd you find it at?
I was going through my old linens and things, and this was wrapped up in there, and I'm like, what's this? Right? And I'm like, oh, this is like an old beach towel. I remember when I was a kid. I used it when I was a kid. So I think it came with my mother's stuff.
What's a Pool Blaster Max? Do you need to go outside? Guess not. Effie, you gotta go outside too? Okay. Yes, so. Oh.
I didn't hear what you said. I was putting it away.
What's the Blaster Max?
Blaster Max.
Pool Blaster Max.
Oh, that's a vacuum
Oh.
in the picture.
Which one?
That's what they use. That's what they use to clean the pool. And then when I'm taking a picture at that glass there, that's like one of those bars. It goes and bends like around the corner. And that's behind the bar. But that's their vacuum that they use to vacuum the pool out.
Still too fucking loud. It's done.
See, look close right there in the middle. There's red hair.
Yeah. But not very noticeable.
No, there's a few down in there too. In and around. There's a few there.
Yeah. No, but somebody said that the buds should just about all go red, and I said, no, not White Widow.
Yeah, not the hairs. They don't change color until after it's all dry. They'll go like a browny color.
Yeah.
And then all the little trichones, you wait long enough, they'll turn to amber color. But there's enough trichomes there to get me high.
Uh,
Right? Look at it. They're frosty. That's going to get me high. And then during my testing of it, it did get me high. So that's definitely going to get me high.
my last row of the autoflower that I used to do, it was called Autoberry. I let the plants start dying on the stalk before I cut it off. It was dying standing up.
Yeah.
Let it go a little long, I think. So I don't know. It seemed to be okay. It had a good
Yeah.
taste to it.
Like I said, this is just a hobby garden for me. I'm not trying to make primo. The
Yeah.
best is the best. I'm just trying to grow some so I have some emergency stash to smoke on when I run out of the regular stuff that I buy.
Yeah. Well, I got lucky and I found a person that needed help getting rid of some of their weed. So they sent me some. I don't know how much though.
I'll show you my stash I picked up in here in a minute. I'm just gonna have a smoke.
Hey Jeff. Oh, that's okay, Jeff. I know about working stoned. I know how that is, Jeff.
Ooh. I'm gonna try something new from the dollar store. Like I don't know, like Chef Boyardee fucking beefaroni,
Huh.
but it's not beefaroni. It's not Chef Boyardee,
Yeah.
but it's some kind of noodly stuff and sauce. It says 3 cheese on it, so let's see what it's like. The other one was just plain with tomato sauce, but this one's like, hey, 3 cheese. Big can too, like a chunky can, big can.
Yeah.
And what they $1.75.
Huh. The dollar store we got in this town is no food in it. They got spices, but most of them are over $1.
Got spices at my Dollarama. All kinds, well, not all kinds, but a bunch of different types. I usually buy the gravy mix packs, the dark gravy or brown gravy.
Oh no, they don't have that at all.
Yeah, they have all kinds of those different flavors and mushroom and whatnot. I usually just grab the brown gravy because you get 2 for $1.25.
Oh yeah.
And I use 1 pack in my hamburger, so.
Yeah.
Use a pack of that brown gravy in my hamburger, and then I make like a sloppy Joe out of it or something like that. But it's using brown gravy instead of tomato sauce.
Yeah. Why do you have to be such a little suck? Hey?
And what sucks about the Dollarama is they don't got any of those bags of nuts anymore, like trail mix things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have any when I went last couple times. They're trying to sell like dried apple slices.
Yeah.
You know, oh, for $50 or $2, I think it was $2, and there's like maybe half an apple in there. Like, what the fuck? Right? There's hardly anything in it. That's what I noticed with this Dollarama stuff. They're cutting down on the sizes.
Yeah.
A Rockstar, you know, those cans of energy drinks, the Rockstars.
Yeah.
There's a little teeny mini can, like a little teeny one. They weren't saving any money by buying it, but it was cheaper than buying a full can, right? But you're not saving any money.
Like Coke, you can get it in a little glass bottle, which tastes just divine, but you can get 2 cans for the price of that glass bottle.
Yeah, and get more.
Yeah, well, 2 cans instead of just one little glass bottle, and that glass bottle doesn't even fill up 1 can.
Yeah, it just seems that at the Dollarama, they're just cutting back on how much they're giving you. You're not really saving a whole lot of money. You buy a pack of gummy bears or something, you're just getting less of them.
Yeah.
Right. And then so you're paying less, but you're not saving any money.
Yeah, they're nut cans now. Some places, they're fucking small. Jeez, it used to be they were this big around. You could use them for a spittoon if you really needed it, but now, fuck me, so fucking. They're so small you could eat the whole can probably and not get full.
Yeah, and then the price is still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once in a while, I'll get one of those things from Walmart, but you got to watch which one you buy. You buy the cheaper brand, you get a nice big bucket full of them for cheap, right?
Yeah.
So what we got? Oh, we'll turn this light on. Well, this one. Oh, no. We're going to have to cancel that. There.
Ooh, that looks good.
That's like Mac 10 or something.
Huh.
And we got some Biscotti. Biscotti, yeah. And we got some wedding cake.
I think I've heard of that stuff, and it's supposed to be pretty good.
It's flavorful. It's not the most powerful out of all this than tangerine cookies. It's got some good flavor to it. I'd say this is the weakest. This is the next weakest. And then I would say it's a tie between the Mac 10 and the Biscotti, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But that's my month's supply.
Well, you've already seen mine. I'm sure. Nowhere near as good as that stuff.
Yeah, well, $100 an ounce I had to pay for it.
Yeah, and I'm paying $149 a pound.
Yeah.
Or 100. Yeah, 149 or maybe 150. But yeah, quite a bit of difference.
But that's all I can afford in a month.
Yeah. Oh, I understand.
Probably should be smoking 6. That would probably cover everything. because I'm finding myself running out and stuff like that. So if I
Yeah.
6 ounces a month seems about right, just for me anyway.
But well, I guess you're not worried about haven't had that yet. The weed don't work through my pain, or it doesn't get me high. Put it that way, I guess is the way I should say it. And I was talking to a guy named Harold a few days ago. I think that was his name. And he said he's noticed the same thing too. As his pain's been getting worse, the weed effect has gone down.
I don't know. I do pretty good with it. To tell you the truth, it's like about time I get to about 6 joints. So every couple hours, I smoke a joint, and I get to about 6 joints. I'm not going to get any more higher than that, but I can maintain that high as long as I smoke another joint in another 2 hours. So if I keep going and going and going, there's a certain level I'll get to,
Yeah.
but then I can maintain that as long as I keep smoking pot every 2 hours, right? Smoking a joint every 2 hours.
My level is rock bottom, don't get high.
Yeah, so when I notice like a drop off like that where I'm not getting quite, I'm like, hey, it's not getting me quite as high, I'll switch it up to a different flavor.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter which flavor I go, nothing works. Nothing.
Yeah. It's just what worked out for me.
Yeah.
Just when I feel that I'm getting it kind of immune. So it's usually about a week. I'm smoking the same stuff and I'm feeling it like I'm getting kind of immune to it, but switching up to the next bag anyway.
Yeah.
And then it starts to work again for me, right? For a while.
Yeah. See,
I'm lucky that way, I guess, right? I get to maintain the high.
That may change a bit if your pain intensifies too.
No, I haven't noticed it really.
Because people I've heard say you can get an ounce or 2 ounces before you need a change. Or I've heard even some people say once a month is good.
Yeah. Well, everybody's different.
Yeah, that's true. There too.
Some people can't smoke it at all because it just fucks them right up.
Yeah.
Some people are allergic, right? You know, like all kinds of shit. Everybody's chemistry is different.
Yeah.
I said I'm one of the lucky ones. Like I said, I could get to about the 6th joint, and then that's about as high as I'm ever going to get now. But it's pretty big, right? I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then I can maintain that as long as I keep smoking one every couple hours.
Yeah.
And as soon as after the 6th joint, then if I keep going or not, I can have the munchies and I could go for a nap, right?
Yeah.
So if I wake up at 6 in the morning, and then I smoke 6 joints by 2 o'clock, and then I can have a nap, right? Get the munchies, munch out, and then I have a nap.
Yeah. So if I get up at 6 in the morning, I'll probably have 6 joints done by 10:30.
Yeah. I can't afford that though. So
Well, yeah,
I gotta spread it out a bit.
yeah, I am making a bit more money than you.
Well, you're able to buy those pounds over me too, right?
Yeah. And with those pounds, I've been getting 2 ounces of hash every time too.
That's another thing I haven't had in forever is hash.
It's grown on Vancouver Island. It's called Vancouver Island hash. Is the stuff that I'm smoking for $88 an ounce. And it doesn't get me any higher than the weed does or anything, but I sure like the taste of it. And it's a change from smoking weed.
Yeah, I tend to cough really hard. I start smoking hash and those whatever else is the oils and all that kind of stuff. I start hacking really bad.
Yeah. I don't cough on the hash really at all. But these fucking pens, about if I inhale for 1 second or maybe 2 seconds, that's enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because my body doesn't like the coughing at all. Oh. So I just try to keep it my body happy. It's hurting enough as it is. I don't want to fix it off.
Julie, change my avatar. Probably change back. Don't want to scare anyone. Wait. Is it a picture of your husband? If it's a picture of you, I wouldn't scare anybody. You're a good looking girl. Can't really see that little thing though. Pick on me. Yeah, if it's a picture of you, it should be fine. You might get some stalkers. Yeah, you're one of those hottie moms.
A MILF. Well, that's the way to put it. I'm into gilfs or great gilfs.
Or a cougar.
Oh, Julie's
There's all kinds of names.
Well, cougar goes after the younger guys.
No, far from. See, all the good-looking girls. They all say that. Oh no, I'm not. Only 4 years older.
Yeah.
Well, how old are you now, Julie?
Julie's 4 years old. She's talking about Josh.
Yeah, I know, but how old is Julie?
She is middle 30s, shall we say.
Okay, let's hear those numbers, Julie. I know it's rude to ask women for their age, but 35, there, you're right, Myron. Well, she's not quite a cougar yet. When she reaches 40, she'll be a cougar. It's not about what kind of man you're at with or whatever. It's just about your age. About being a good-looking lady at 40 years old, you're a cougar.
Well, that's a MILF to a gilf right in there.
And I bet you if you cracked out the dress, makeup, and all that, you'd probably dress yourself up really nice. Clean up yourself real nice. Like they say to the guys, oh, you clean up good. 35 is like the perfect age.
I learned that although Elvis could sing, he was a manipulating fucking son of a bitch. Who, although he could sing, he had the fucking mind of a criminal down there. Pedophile criminal. When he seen Priscilla when she was 14, he told somebody he was standing with that it's the right time of age to get a girl because then you can train her the way you want her. Well, it's 11. What the fuck's she doing home so early? Hey, the what?
What are you hookers doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Just hooking?
Yeah.
All right. I just got back from golfing.
Ah.
It was a great day. It was a fun day. I played good. Fuck, it was fun. How's everybody doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Melvin's not doing too bad, and UK, I don't know.
How's your eyes doing, Melvin?
All
I don't know
right.
who's in. Who's that?
It was just the one eye they did.
Oh, this is the one eye?
Yeah, I got hit in the eye with a golf club when I was 10, so it's always kind of been messed up. So technically, I was always legally blind in that eye anyway.
Let's see. Hey, Julie.
She's back. She's back. My wife is coming back. Oh, what you got here? Apparently it's her favourite mushroom. I don't know why.
It's time to go smoke a joint.
Mushrooms. God is a mushroom. God is the
And she
mushroom.
brought me these for the wedding. What else we got?
Fuck, she's
Those
an
whole bottle
angel.
champagnes.
Hey, Mrs. UK.
You don't treat Claire good enough there, UK.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Pleasure to meet you and see you. You tried to keep your head.
I want to see your
Pleasure
hands,
to
live.
see you.
Put your hands on here, live. No, she just got back from work. A posh wedding. Very posh wedding. And she's managed to
So pretty much, so the girls are just a carbon copy of you.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
must be the first time a bottle of champagne has been opened up on Myron's channel.
Well, they definitely look after their mom. Not that son of a bitch there open that bottle.
That's how you open champagne.
Is that how you do it?
Maybe if
I thought you used a shoe.
I thought you used a knife.
And she bought. You won't believe what that is. It looks like a panty liner. It's called Eat and Mess. And, that must be about. Let's have a look. Not as much as last time, but beggars can't be choosers. This is a load of slow roasted lamb over coals. Oh man.
Oh, you should have had what we had last night. It's the best tacos ever.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, I wish I could have you guys taste this stuff.
I can't really show you guys. It's really heavy. Really heavy. Mmm.
We got some flank steak and marinated overnight with, onions and carne asada sauce.
Okay.
Oh man, cilantro, onions. We had pico de gallo. We had jalapenos. We had cabbage. We had lettuce.
Eat your
We
heart
had
out, Todd.
but man, we put a bark on this, the crust on this, and then cut it up. Man, a flank steak, and it's one of the best tacos I've ever had. It was so good.
Oh,
If I could get my neighbor's video on the here, I'd do it. But I'm gonna post a video here in a minute. This guy
Well,
went golfing with.
It ain't worth a shit because I ain't there.
You know?
I should have been there with you, like.
I wish I could share it with everybody. It was that good.
Yeah. Don't get changed in too much sexiness because they will watch.
Yeah, I got
Oh, look at this. Wow. Right, I don't know if you can see all this.
damn, that looks good.
All right, so check this out.
That's supposed to be triboulet or something, and some rice and some lamb. It's really heavy. I don't know if you can see. That's the kind of size it is. But look.
Hey, it don't beat this. I guarantee you that. This meat was so fucking good.
Fuck, dude. Only thing that's gonna make your day better is a blowjob.
I get that as well. But the thing is,
Well-
you don't know, right? My wife's just come back from a really.
If I get one, I have to pay for it.
My wife's just come back from these hoity-toity weddings where they got too much
man.
money. You know, they're very posh people in a place called Marlborough in England, and
Dude,
they
That
waste.
food does not beat this. I guarantee you, this shit right here blows whatever you're eating away.
Oh no, I'm not doubting that, but this is free.
This shit right here. I mean,
No, I can see. I know.
see that bark on it and shit. The flavor is so fucking good. It's incredible.
Well,
The
look,
best. That's one of the best meats ever we've done.
you come to
I'm
the UK,
surprised.
I'll eat your meat, and you can eat my meat, and we'll see who's tastes.
Oh, fucking 69ing the two of you.
Yeah, you know. I'm not so much of a meat eater now.
Myron, we just to lower the tone. That's my job to lower the tone, not you.
Hey,
Good to see you, life. How's your mama coming on?
Well, everybody over there has COVID.
What? That is so last year. It's got to be monkeypox.
Yeah, my mom called me and he says, "Don't come over."
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
They've all got COVID.
Well, that's what they said. Well, how do you know? Well, because we got tested. Well, that's special.
Hey, listen, life, do you want to kick them in the bollocks? Ask them what variant of COVID they got. They will never give you an answer.
It
Guaranteed.
doesn't fucking matter. Come on, man. Look, I haven't worn a mask. I haven't been vaccinated. I've done it didn't really change the way I did things. And I've been okay. Now, I was out there every day when people were at home, dealing with
Yeah.
customers and the public. I've been fine. I don't buy the bullshit. It's never been that bad. It's a fucking flu, okay?
yeah.
No, it's not a flu. It's a scaremongering control tactic. That's what it is.
Well, yeah, but they fucking it's not deadly as I mean, even the CDC says right now it's over. They've already said it's over. We don't have to worry about that no more. It's such a light. I mean, how many times has it mutated? It's so light. Biden and his wife get it every fucking 3 months. Come on.
It it mutated so many times because Mother Nature found a cure.
Yeah, and viruses, they don't get stronger when they mutate. They get weaker.
Yeah, exactly.
That's simple biology. Fuck, come on.
You know I
But,
stand
you
with
know,
you on that. You
So
know
I
I
didn't
might
go
be
over there today, but I think it's funny. I went over there, but, you know, God. Well, my sister's telling me she's pissed off at my other niece for coming over there that don't live there why she was sick. I said, all right, and my other niece, yeah, she's sick, I guess. She sounded sick the other day. Oh, she's holding her breath as she walks by me. I should be wearing a mask and shit. I said, I don't give a fuck.
Have they done the garden yet?
Huh?
Don't they
Those
know that,
freeloaders. Sorry, Myron.
don't they know that wearing a mask is only supposed to stop you from spreading it? It doesn't stop you from catching it.
It doesn't stop either one of them.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
but
true.
that's what they originally started out with. Mask was
Right.
to stop you from spreading it, and then
Well, because of your droplets and shit.
fucking science got all crazy and people got stupid, and all of a sudden, it was just
Well,
Who got the contracts for
watch
selling?
Biden when he coughs right in his hand. Are you supposed to cough into your elbow?
yeah.
No, armpit. Listen, in England, it's been proven that the sale of this is it called PPI, isn't it? You know, the masks and all that stuff.
PPE.
It's been linked to friends of members of parliament to get the contracts.
Yeah.
Follow the money. Follow the money.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you follow everything. It's all a scam and always has been. These globalists want to run us. They want one world government and they want to control it.
Yeah, WF, the World Economic Forum, motherfuckers.
And I say, fuck you.
Hey, we did that at the same time.
Nice.
Okay, let's give it to him properly. Good lad. And that. Life. Cheers, buddy. Hey.
Myron, Melvin, you, to me, let's drink to everybody. My pleasure.
My pleasure too.
Now, how you guys all doing today? What's going on now? Any news?
Not too much. The tomato flu.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard of that one, Life? Well, the tomato flu. Myron enlightened me earlier today. Have you ever heard of it? You got feedback. Close your audio on the other one.
Hello?
What are you doing?
What is that?
Hello?
It's my
Oh, is
phone
this
call. What are you doing?
It looked like a pig snout then, didn't it, Myron?
Mm,
Oh, he's muted himself. So
I
Like,
muted him.
we was talking about this.
Hey.
Myron said about
I
the tomato.
muted him.
Pardon?
I muted him.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So if you're still here, Life, there's something called it's hard
He's
to say.
he's
tomato.
on the telephone and he can't talk to two different people at the
Ah.
same time.
Okay. No, I know.
Yeah,
Apologies.
it's okay.
It looked like when he put when he put the phone to his ear, you looked like a pig snout. Where it's so hairy. Yes, darling. Yeah, I've got some wet wipes. Not for me, the kids. I've got to do a mountaineering course to go and get them. I just don't want to die on YouTube. Oh. Oh my god. So glad you can't see what I'm doing. Wet wipes. Here you go. There you go. Oh, you're welcome. $20. My wife must be tired tonight. She hasn't noticed. Although I've got the same kind of beers, they've got a different label on them. I better hide them. Because then she'll know that I've gone and got myself some extra beers tonight. I'm waiting for Daisy to grasp me up if she's watching on the channel.
Oh, I think she would have said something by now if she was watching.
Yeah, for the moment. But hold on a second. What's that noise? Is that me? Oops, sorry. There's me. There we go. So, this is the one I normally have. Okay, it's made by Harper's. It's 5% of ale. I went into the grocery store tonight. My wife said to me when she got these earlier today, this is the last 4 they got. I said, that's okay. So I went into the supermarket tonight. And there we go. Same manufacturer, same beer, same price, but this time it's an extra 0.2% stronger. So exactly the same beers, exactly the same manufacturers, but we've got a new label. What's that label? That's like a Knights Templar. Yeah, that's like a Knights Templar. And it's stronger for the same price. How bizarre. I'm not complaining. I do like to top it up with a little bit of lemonade. Just a little bit. Where's Melvin gone? Is he okay? Well, I'm going to turn the camera off because you're coming out here semi. What's the matter? What have you done wrong?
Nothing.
What? Why is everyone being rude to you? Are you tired? Yeah. Come here, give me a hug. Hang on a sec.
Yeah. Hi, Daisy. How are you doing?
What do you mean? How? She's asking me how are you doing. What are you supposed to say? Are you ill? Are you good? Are you bad? So you say, I'm fine, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you.
And how are you?
And how are you?
I guess pretty good.
I'm freezing.
Boy. Not really up in the social skills, is she?
Oh, I don't know. She's all right
No.
sometimes.
Don't like
You don't like people? Oh, she don't like people except for Myron. Especially at Christmas
I
time.
don't know how to talk to people. I'm going to tell them tomorrow now.
Yeah.
We're town manager.
Yeah.
Move.
Mm.
Bye-bye, Myron.
Catch you later.
I re-enabled my alarm front door, so when it sounds like you're going into Mr. Patel's grocery store. It goes ding dong as you walk in. I just re-enabled it on my alarm system. I don't know who disabled it, so I can hear him coming in and out.
Well, Pasha seems to be really the one with the computer skills.
And Paloma. She goes, can I have the phone, please, Daddy? I said, why do you want my phone? I just want to search up something. 4 years of age. I want to search something up. They've all got good skills. They know how to. I mean, Daisy's very good. She knows about all those hidden tricks within a mobile phone, how to do this and do that. I mean, she teaches me things sometimes. Good evening, George. How you doing, mate?
Hey, George.
You coming up, George? If you want to, that is.
5 minutes left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh, hey, George.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Pretty good. You?
I'm having a hard time hearing you. What?
I said pretty good. And you?
Oh, I'm doing good.
How's the puppies?
I only got one. My nephew's got a dog, and he likes me if I go out there and play with him. But man, he's got some hellacious nails. He's bigger than my old dog. I like that plant. It looks awful pretty.
It reminds me of that film, Myron. Do you remember that film back in the 60s, I think? Day of the Triffids. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Tribbles?
Triffids.
Triffids, yeah, Day of the Triffids. So basically what it is, this guy, he's in a hospital and he had to have his eyes bandaged up. But everyone watched this meteor shower and it made everyone blind. And this meteor shower with these evil plants that came to the country and ate for everybody. The devil's cabbage.
That way, no, that way.
Let's see.
Yeah. That guy called me that I was golfing with. His little brother is the one I took the video of. He wanted to see the video to show his wife, so I had to post it real fast. You can bring it up if you want, Myron. God, this guy, I was golfing with this guy today. Yeah, the last hole, he could not hit the ball. He's drinking a bottle. I don't know, he's drinking a Fireball.
Oh, I've had that. Whoa.
Oh, this guy's drunk. He can't even hit the ball anymore. And I was golfing with
It was hilarious.
but
Did you put any money on the game life?
No, he
Yeah.
sits back and drink beer.
Just on the last hole, though.
Well,
We always bet on the money hole. We call the last hole the money hole.
The money
Damn.
shot. The
Melvin,
money
you
shot.
got trees.
Yeah, it's nice to get out once in a while and have fun.
Oh, this is comedy. Fuck, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, have a good laugh.
And well, I had a good game. You know, I was playing good, and this guy just 50 swings and he can't even hit the ball.
How much did you win?
Huh?
How much did you win?
We went $5. We only played the last hole for money. We go $5 on the last hole today. We usually only do one when there's more of us.
I went golfing one time and I took 20 balls with me and I lost them all.
Damn,
No,
what's
this is
the
a
golf ball in
pretty
the water?
forgiving golf course that we
And it
play.
was
I
sweet.
mean, you'll find your ball. We tried to play another one. This guy that was golfing with us is drunk. He was already drunk when we went to go. And we wanted to do this golf course called the Old Mill. So he went up there and tried to get us a tee time. Yeah, you had tee time for 1:30. And, you know, this was like 11:30. They laughed at him and told him, no, you got to call, you know, a couple of days in advance. So we went back to our course where we always go and got right on.
I couldn't see where my balls were going.
Well, that's what you have your friends for.
Yeah, you got orange ones, you got yellow ones, green ones. They're all different colors. You don't
I
have to
know,
grab
I
the damn
look down,
one.
look down at the ball and I'd swing and choke, and then about the time I look up, I don't know where the fuck it went.
Yeah,
But
this guy.
went down the green and stuff. I couldn't find it.
When we were done, he bought a whole brand new box of balls and went out. That's what he's doing in my video, is trying to hit his brand new balls on the driving range. Instead of buying driving range balls to go practice, he bought brand new balls, like $40. And is hitting those, but he couldn't hit any.
Yeah, well, some people like to spend money.
Well, stupid is, stupid does.
well, I call her guys, but she is 4:30 my time.
No, it's 429.
4:30.
I thought it was 4:20 on this channel. Right. Okay, Myron, thank you very much for letting me up. Enjoyed the evening.
Later, Myron.
Bye,
Right.
man.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
See you, man.
You betcha. Thanks for coming up, Mel. And thanks to everybody that was up on panel today. Thanks to everybody in chat. Seeing there's 3 of you here, you probably all know the speech, but fuck. Thank you guys for watching. If you watch us from start to end later, you get a life. It's got to be the boringest show on here on the internet. Catch y'all later.